I'm gonna go to the main menu, the main Resident Evil 3 menu.
They can hear you, Brandon. Don't go to the main menu because there's no title screen. Just leave it here. Hi, everybody. You can hear us. You're not supposed to hear this, but you can. Whatever. All right, everyone. Welcome to another stream. I am joined by my brother Brandon, aka Michael Mackert, playing some Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So Brandon comes over every October. We stream some Resident Evil. We've done Resident Evil Director's Cut. We didn't do the Saturn version of Resident Evil, did we? We did not.
No, that was like the PlayStation version.
PlayStation version. We did Resident Evil 2 and 64. We did Resident Evil 2 Remake last year.
Yeah. And
now this year we're doing Resident Evil 3 Remake. I actually picked this up a few months back in preparation for October. This game is like $20 now physically. We are running this on an Xbox Series X. What's cool about that, this apparently has been patched to take advantage of its ray tracing functions. So this will be my first time seeing this game with ray tracing. Same with Brandon. He has Xbox One S at home, so he doesn't have that capability. We are running in 1080p because I don't have a 60 frames a second 4K capture card. That is something I'll probably actually end up looking into, trying to see if I can start recording 4K footage for these modern games at 60 FPS and actually broadcasting them at that. But yeah, so we're playing this on a Series X. Should look great. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Brandon make his way through this game. And my screensaver just popped on. But yeah, welcome Brandon to the stream. Everyone say hi to Brandon.
Hello, what's up everyone? I'm gonna start a new game real quick. I'm gonna drop it down to assistant. It should be take like.
You're not gonna play on the medium difficulty?
No.
Is it too hard for you?
No, well, I never really played on medium. It's the same.
You played it at easy when you were practicing. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, do what you got to do. I don't really care personally because I'm not the one playing. Some people out in Chatland might care. Wow. Okay, now it's got a title screen.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? When you first start the game for the first time, it goes straight into the introduction. There's no title screen.
Yeah, well, it did that for mine, too.
Yeah, so it's interesting that there is a title screen, you just only when you back out. So you're going to do assisted mode. So what does assisted mode do? It's aim assist, recover at a certain amount of health automatically, enemies are a little weaker, begin the game with an assault rifle. Jeez, that's like super easy mode.
Well, I don't really use the assault rifle, because there's a certain way that a certain tactic that I use.
Okay. Well, okay, so we have a couple stipulations here, guys. So Brandon doesn't want to be here all night, so what we're going to be doing is he's going to play assisted mode, apparently, which is fine. I've never seen this game. Well, you played it for a couple minutes a few weeks back when we were hanging out, so I got an idea what it looks like, but you know, for me, this will be brand new for the most part, so I don't really care what mode he plays, but also for anyone that wants to see all the story, you're going to want to go elsewhere because we're going to skip through all the cutscenes, unless it's like the ending or something like that. But yeah, so we're not going to see the cutscenes and stuff like that. So just to FYI, this is basically just a gameplay and talk stream, no story. So, but I'm sure you guys can get that elsewhere. I'm sure a lot of you guys have actually played this already anyway, so it might not be a big deal. But there are commentary lists, playthroughs on YouTube. You can go check out. There's probably hundreds of them now.
There's definitely a lot out there.
Yeah, you can go check those out. But kick back, relax. Feel free to chat with us. We have 2 people now. Normally it's just me streaming, and so you know, we'll be able to answer questions and just talk about whatever, like we always do on these streams. But I see Tom out there. I see Red. I see Crestline Society, Savvy, good old Savvy. Lawrence, I see Steve-O. Thanks for dropping in, guys. I see John Smith. And also, it's not just Red, it's Botmeister Extraordinaire Extreme Hardcore Red. That's your new name, Red. So there you go. Oh, Red Zero Ranger's here too. Hell yeah, and Aberdeen Hank. Okay, well, I'm glad we're kind of delaying a little bit. We're getting some people in here.
Not here for lore, just gameplay and talk. There you go.
Yeah, John's not here for lore. He's just here for the gameplay and talk. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to talk somewhat quietly too because my mic is really hot and I can't really fix it. We're running 2 mics into the same audio box, which I don't ever do because I always stream by myself. So if I start to shout without realizing it, please tell me so I can stop doing that, because I don't want to like blow up your ears and sound distorted. Crestline asks, are we getting Miguel Carlos or Emilio Estevez Carlos? What's the difference? It's just a style thing, I guess, right?
Yeah, so Miguel, I'll show you. Actually, we haven't beat this game yet, so we can't unlock costumes. Then again, it's been a while since I actually beat this game.
Oh, yeah, because you beat this game on your own system, and we're using my system now, so this is like starting fresh. I've got no achievements, no unlocks, no nothing, so... I
unlocked a lot of stuff over the past a couple of playthroughs, because my speedrunning has gotten so much quicker. I was like, holy crap, and I unlocked a lot of stuff. It's fun. There's a lot of neat things.
Haywood, welcome to the stream. All right, I guess that's it. Let's go ahead and just start up, Brandon.
All right, let's start this going.
Do you think it's worth like watching the introduction at least?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's watch the introduction because I haven't seen it.
I think the introduction and maybe a few parts in the middle are great, but there's just a lot of quick
You
time
think there's
stuff.
like a lot of like pointless stuff that's not all that interesting? Okay,
yeah,
that's
cool.
fair.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and kick this off. All right, everyone, let's do this. Let's launch this.
Also, I noticed that there's like barely any loading on the Series X.
I've noticed that too.
Was there a lot of loading on your console?
Very little.
Oh, very little. Okay, so it's optimized well. That's awesome. I think we should probably still talk over this so I don't get a copyright claim. I get copyright claims on a lot of like Capcom stuff because they post this stuff on their YouTube channel, and then they think you're copying their footage. It's just how the content ID system works. Haywood says 16 viewers and 7 likes. Modern math? My channel is mostly retro focused, so you know I don't usually get very good viewership on my modern streams, but this is just a tradition. Brandon comes over, plays Resident Evil on my stream, and this was, like I said, this was cheap. This was only $20 brand new for a physical copy, so... And
it's actually not a bad game after the past few times of replaying it. I respect this a lot more than I did before. Because before I beat Resident Evil 2 and then went straight into Resident Evil 3, which you gotta give it a little bit of a break if you're gonna play Resident Evil 3 after Resident Evil 2.
But you'd say it's still a pretty solid game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember when this first came out, you were like... I asked you how it was, because you're a big Resident Evil guy. You're like, it's not very good. But now that you've gone back to it, you're like, oh, it's actually quite solid.
I think it has more action elements in it versus actually... Like, because like I said, you can speedrun this game like no other. Has more like an arcade kind of feel to it.
Well, that's cool. I might even want to play it myself. I'll do a hard mode stream while you can do the easy mode.
I think they're all about the same. I mean, there's still some BS parts in the game that are still like, oh, why did they put them in there like this? Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and start getting straight to the game, because a couple of these parts are kind of just boring in the beginning here.
You never played Resident Evil Resistance, did you? That's included on this.
I have, and then I uninstalled it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, it was...
I have installed it, so maybe I'll try that sometime. My buddy Adam that was here earlier, he said that he'd want to try it out. We can do online co-op.
Some people like it, some people don't. I'm sure it's a lot more fun if you're to
Four
invite
survivors
people.
work together to escape an evil mastermind's twisted experiment. Almost sounds a little bit like Left 4 Dead. Although there's a game called Back 4 Blood now, which is like may have even been done by the original Left 4 Dead guys. Okay. Spooky.
Scary.
It's also extra spooky for me because I'm viewing my screen at an angle, so it's kind of hard to see. I want Brandon to be comfortable here, so if he's like straight on with the screen, I'm like viewing at a 45-degree angle.
I hope I don't wake up like that
See,
someday.
Jill, that's what you get for eating McDonald's. Actually, that's probably what my insides look like right now.
Oh my goodness.
I need to go buy a gun. Shh.
Yikes. Holy moly.
So I did eat that double cheeseburger and I survived. Hey Mo, welcome to the stream. It's been a long time. Yeah, visually it looks pretty good on the Series X.
Yeah, this is really smooth too.
Yeah, 60 frames a second.
Oh, I gotta do
I'd
this.
really like to see this in 4K. I assume it supports 4K. I mean, if it supports ray tracing, I assume it does 4K. Apparently, this has high frame rate modes too, which it doesn't allow you to enable if you don't have a high refresh rate monitor, which is kind of a bummer. I wish they would still let you, because higher frame rates generally equate to less input response time. So you know the game feels snappier, even though it might not be displaying 60 FPS. It's like, you know, playing a PC game at 200 FPS on a 60 FPS screen. It feels super responsive, even if you can't see those frames.
Pizza.
Mo says, a long time indeed, but I'm always here in spirit. That's the spirit, Mo. Speaking of spirits.
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
You gotta
I don't
get
have
out of
time
there,
to
Jill.
explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
Right now.
Let me grab my...
Okay. Perfect timing.
I like how this game starts out like this. You're just into action really quick.
So, who is that? Is that the Tyrant?
That's a Nemesis.
Nemesis, that's right.
He's a form of a tyrant.
Because the original game was called Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and isn't he like chasing you through the whole game or something?
Yeah.
That's kind of the concept.
But they made it fun in this one. Versus, like, Resident Evil 2, they just made it tedious because Mr. X is just all around a pain. Intentionally like that.
Okay.
There's a lot of quick time events in this game, which I think is cool. Focuses more on the story than the actual elements of the technical difficulties.
And this does look really good.
It's smooth.
Yeah, again, we're on the Series X, so this is going to look better than like your stock PS4 and Xbox One versions.
No way.
Savvy says she loves Nemesis.
I do too.
I love Nemesis. The MSX game. It's a Gradius game. I mean, technically, Gradius was known as Nemesis in certain regions.
Like Star Fox was Starwing.
Starwing, yeah. Yeah.
I was watching your Star Fox video, the making of Star Fox.
Oh, the one, Straight Fox, the one I
Yeah.
did a voiceover on. Did
Yep.
you watch the Donkey Kong Country one too?
I haven't. I just did the.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
But I
And then
enjoy
go tell him how much you love Austin's voice acting.
Austin's voice acting was amazing.
Voiceover. Those are old too. That was like 4 or 5 years ago now.
I felt like I was smarter after watching that.
Oh yeah, Straight Fox's stuff is the best retro content on YouTube. Period. I'm pretty sure Jerome. I'm pretty sure he does that stuff for a living. So he's got the edge there, and just the research he does is crazy. And he gets great voiceover talent. Not me. I'm an amateur, but the guys that generally do his videos, they just sound phenomenal. Or maybe it's just the British accent a lot of them have. Yeah, I'm digging the visuals.
If Austin had a British accent, you make all videos.
Red, what's the story behind the Bayonetta voice acting thing? I didn't have time to watch any of the videos. I know a lot of people are up in arms about it. Is it just a payment thing? Like, she's not getting paid as much as she wants?
You okay?
What was that thing?
Damn to find though. But right now
Got
it's
some
got a
stuttering
hard
in the
few
frame rate.
stars left in town. You-
Oh, I think I know what's happening.
I'm not sticking around. Just look around you.
I feel like
The more
Digital
we
Foundry
wait,
now.
the more screwed we are.
I wonder if it's just cutscenes that are like that. Yeah, once you're in gameplay, it's nice and smooth.
One fucked up thing always leads
They
to
only
another.
offered her $4,000 to voice? Are you serious? For a game that's gonna sell
Hey, wait!
a lot of copies, like,
Damn it!
Gotta be dreaming.
yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Brad! Here they come!
I like how they elaborated on the city in this version.
There's so many.
Yeah, I'm noticing the frame rate chop it up a little bit just during cutscenes.
I wonder if I could dodge. No.
Isn't there like a dodge mechanic in the original Resident Evil 3? I heard that makes the gameplay a lot more fun.
I haven't played the original one in a very long time.
I was watching someone else's review a couple of years ago, and I remember him talking about that.
But there's a dodge mechanic in this one that makes it so much more fun.
We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
Alright, now we are in the game.
Cool. Alright, you can keep talking with these fine folks, Brandon. I need to use the restroom.
Alrighty.
I'll be right back.
I will talk to these fine people.
Fine, fine. Tasty
Fine.
people. Oh, I mean, I didn't mean to say that.
Alright, I'll try to multitask as best I can. Hey, what's going on, Pearl Jammer? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lot of knife handgun action to kind of recoup on a lot of ammunition.
Sir, are you alright?
It will also help
Don't come any closer!
be more conservative on everything as well.
Take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
Yeah, who's this guy?
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The only safe place is in here!
We're gonna steal this guy's safe house.
Sir, what's your name? I can't just leave you behind.
It's Dario Rosso. And yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe house. Get your own, Missy.
No, you get your own. Alright, so we're just gonna leave that guy in there. And we're gonna have to pick up some ammo. Head over here. Actually, first things first is... Alright, we got this. Cool, here we go. We're good to go. I'm gonna turn the elevator on. Oh. Then we're gonna sneak around these guys, make it to the elevator, and not use any ammo. Oh, nice. Looks good. Looks good on the phone. Hey, you know, watching streams on their phones are always good. Oh. Get to the chopper.
Sorry.
You know, run this guy over.
Come on. Start, damn it. It's my turn, bitch.
Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, 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 go. And we're going down. Ooh. I really like how they made Nemesis a total maniac in this game.
Hey! Fuckface!
Man, there's a lot of cursing in this game, man.
Hey, easy.
So
Remake.
I don't think that's your Emilio Estevez,
I'm saving you.
Carlos.
Come on, let's get you someplace safe.
Got regular Carlos.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it.
It's Miguel from Tekken. Okay, so we got Miguel Carlos.
Close this. Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. UBCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? Look, you don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on, it's this way.
Carlos just doesn't want to wash his hair. So they changed it up a lot in this one.
Could use our help.
In the original Resident Evil 3, you're like the main trolley here wouldn't be until a midpoint. In this version, they made it more primitive. Everything is kind of more revolved around it.
Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS platoon leader Mikhail Victor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Right. How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the 100,000 civilians will wind up dead. Correction, undead. My platoon has suffered serious losses.
Yeah, the color detail
Just keeping them alive
is a little bit more richer
managed.
in this version than Resident Evil 2.
Corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
First things first.
Alright,
We need to get you geared up. Head up to street level. You'll find supplies there.
pick all this stuff up over here.
All right.
Yeah, the blood details are pretty epic in this game. And there's a lot of that in the game too.
You topside yet?
Working on it.
Probably more so in this game than
Got me clearing the tracks. You might get in the subway infrastructure
than the
And how do I do
previous
that?
Resident Evil 2
Start by
remake.
restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
Yeah, dump a whole bunch of stuff in here. So this was a trick for killing zombies.
Gotta get that
This is
train
what I used to
moving.
do in Code Veronica all the time. Aim for the head. Oh. Trying to aim for the head. When my aim doesn't want to work. Got one guy around the corner here.
Alright. I'm back. Back with a vengeance. Not really. I will be having vengeance on Beatmania tonight, though.
Hey, there we go.
John, it definitely does. The ray tracing does make a big difference. Yes, here I am. My diabetes medication was not playing nice with my stomach. I feel okay now. RTX on. I wish I had an RTX card so I could play Quake 2 RTX and then Doom with ray tracing.
Ooh,
Hey, Dasan, what's going on?
Doom would look nice.
Yeah, I watched some videos of the Doom ray tracing mode when it came out. Like, classic Doom, not... I mean, Doom Eternal has a ray tracing mode now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
if you play it on a Series X or PS5. Dasan, yes, Brandon is playing, yeah. You were doing a really good job of explaining things, Brandon. I like that. You can
Trying.
tell he's watched a lot of my channel when he starts explaining stuff like I do.
Sometimes you just gotta show people some tricks, you know.
You gotta change over to slow release meds. Yeah, they were supposed to do that, but I don't think mine are slow release, because they're not in capsules. It's just like big old dry pills. Society says Zelda 1 Doom mod. I haven't seen that. Yeah, you'd probably like this, Dasan. Just don't play it immediately after part 2.
Give it about like 2 days.
Only 2 days?
Yeah. Because it's a different... It's just different. I still like part 2 more, but this is still terrifically fun.
Not just fun, but terrifically fun.
Making up new words here.
Resident Evil 3.
Terrific.
It's terrific fun. Fun for the whole family.
Oh yeah. Get your favorite nemesis guy to chase you around the city too.
What if I don't like fun?
Well, Nemesis
Then you
will.
can go play Action 52. Actually, it would probably be fun playing Action 52 while drinking beers. Or like taking shots every time something dumb happens. Although then again, you'd probably be dead by the end of that stream session.
Look, see, this is a fire hose, right? I'm gonna pick it up, and somehow she fits it all in her pouch. If anyone could explain to me how you could fit a 50-foot fire hose in your pocket, just let me know.
Yeah, Savvy's a bad influence. Don't ever let Savvy watch your kids.
Tutorials.
Well, that is, at least if you want your kids to grow up being anxiety-free human beings, don't let Savvy watch your kids. She'll let them watch Evil Dead and stuff like that.
This must be the subway company's offices.
That was a cool movie, man.
Hey Mario, welcome. Say hi to Mario, Brandon. He needs extra hellos.
Hey Mario, how are you? Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy what you're watching, because this is going to be a fun killer stream. There's going to be a lot of cool things that you're going to see in this game. There you go. Ah! See, I even got scared too. Boom. This game is dark.
Dasan doesn't like Evil Dead. Wow.
Evil
Just
Dead.
wow, Dasan.
Evil Dead.
What are you gonna say next? You don't like Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Doom is for plebs?
Doom is for plebs.
Silent Hill is better than Resident Evil? Raiden 3 is the best in the series?
You know what?
Castlevania Judgment is the greatest Castlevania ever?
You know, I hope you're not serious on that. No, please.
Resident Evil Survivor is top tier Resident Evil.
Yeah, absolutely. It's top tier.
Where else can I go with this? Mario's Time Machine is the best Mario game. Ninja Gaiden on the Turbo Graphics is way better than any other version.
I can't help but that is pretty funny, actually. That's almost kind of like saying that, I don't know, Final Fantasy II for the NES is the best Final Fantasy game in the whole series.
Pearl Jammer, there is no Zelda on 3DO. I know what you mean, though. You meant CDI.
Ah, yeah, the CDI versions. Have you ever beat those?
Nope. I probably never will. You know, honestly, I would like to eventually, but I've got better things to do with my time. That's the problem with this whole streaming thing, is there's a lot of really good stuff to cover, and Zelda CDI is not one of those games. I think I actually showed that off in my CDI variety stream years ago. If anybody curious, I do have a CDI variety stream. We played a lot of different games on it. I think it was like an 8 or 9 hour long stream. Oh god, Tom says Doom 3 is the greatest Doom game ever made. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I loved that game when it first came out. We've talked about it a lot over the years, but I don't think it holds up very well from a gameplay standpoint.
Do you all want to know what the best Quake game is? Quake 4.
Yeah. Oh, Quake 4.
Quake 4
Oh,
is the best.
No, you could have gone one step further, Brandon, and said Quake Wars Enemy Territory. Why do they put the Quake name on that just for like brand recognition, not because like it was really a Quake game.
There is a Quake 4, and I actually beat Quake 4 a lot.
John says there's a Quake 4? What?
Yep.
I beat Quake 4 a few times, especially on PC. It could be fun because of keyboard and mouse and nice frame rate, but wasn't a huge fan of Quake 4. It actually got more enjoyable in the second half because you run like twice as fast and you carry more ammo, and it became a lot more fun. But that first half could be a bit of a slog. Yeah, see what you've done, Dasan? For shame. You started humorous conversation. I need to slap you on the wrist. Bad Dasan.
Look, he's doing the Thriller dance.
Now go play Raiden 5 and apologize for your sins. Tom says, I actually still have my enemy territory Quake shirt. Nice. All my sarcasm is clearly going over Pearl Jammer's head. He's like naming off all his favorites in all these series. It's like, yeah, we know. Good old Pearl Jammer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did get the one credit clear on Raiden 5, Dasan. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know. It might be for you if you keep trying to improve your scores and stuff like that. I mean, I didn't like it either on my first few completions, but then I just started to really learn the game, and it became a lot more fun. It became addictive. You know, especially when I got through those first 3 levels without taking like any damage, and then I like rocked the bonus stages and got even more bombs and resources. Yeah, it became quite addictive. Trying to kill stuff as fast as possible, getting those score multipliers. Yeah, it became fun trying to score decently in the game. God, even on the PC version, I think I'm still like top 50 on the leaderboard. I have to go check that sometime. It's one of the only shmups like I've placed high on in the leaderboards.
We got the shot.
Raiden 5's not as, I would say it's not as competitive as, you know, like a Cave Bullet Hell or something, because it does have a fairly straightforward scoring system, so it's just about playing efficiently and surviving, not taking hits, killing stuff fast. But it's fun.
Yeah, sorry for backtracking a little bit. It's just we
Better apologize, Brandon.
We
You're
had
not
to-
allowed to backtrack.
have to have the shotgun, man. It's
We have to have this stream done in 2 hours.
the shotgun is like the shotgun in Doom Eternal, you know? It's just super amazing. And it actually does damage in this game.
So Tom said he's still on with Raiden Fighter's Jet. He told me last week that that's probably his favorite in the series now. I showed him how the scoring worked in it, and he was like, it just a light bulb turned on. He was like, click! This game's amazing now. Pearl Jammer played some Blazing Star last night. That's a good Neo Geo shmup. That's probably one of the best in that on that platform. I was about to say console, but Neo Geo is technically arcade first. Unacceptable, says Mo.
Your UBCS?
Yeah, careful. Come on, don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not unaffected.
let's take care.
No, wait, please!
Ooh.
What the fuck?
He was infected.
He might have been infected.
Oh, stars, this soft. No wonder so many of you dead.
And what are you, UBCS? Killing your own people?
He would have turned. Where's your sense of self-preservation? Go back to the subway station. We don't need a bleeding heart like you.
Self-preservation. I ate a lot of McDonald's today. I mean, all those additives, you know, they keep my organs, you know, churning. They keep them ticking. All the preservatives. Pearl Jammer says Sonic Wings is really good. He has it on PS3. Word.
Sonic Wings is fun.
Yeah. I remember when you let me borrow your Saturn version like over 10 years ago. Actually, at the time, I didn't have any game console, so I borrowed your Sega Saturn, and that was one of the games. And I beat the game with every character. And what's cool about that game is there's 2 sets of characters per ship. And if you beat the game with every character, it actually saves your data. And it unlocks a second loop that you can then play again with every character. There's like a ton of replay value in it, which is interesting. Not many shmups did stuff like that. It was Sonic Wings Special on PlayStation and Saturn.
I like Gunbird too.
Well, there is no U.S. version of Sonic Wings Special to Sun. On console anyway. There was an arcade version. It was actually different from the home versions. But yeah, it's Japanese, PlayStation, and Saturn. Did that release in the UK to Sun? You would know, since you live over there. There's a PAL version on PS1. Okay. What is like the PAL version not allow you to save? They did that with a bunch of shooters over here in North America. It was frustrating. I think Strikers 1945 doesn't allow you to save your data. Same with Gunbird. No saving and all character dialogue cut out. So it was a lazy conversion. Well, the character dialogue makes sense because they would have had to translate it, and you know those games. It was probably released as like a budget title, very lazy, low effort localization. We got a bunch of those too. Soul Divide in North America, they left the Japanese text in, so you play story mode and you had no idea what's going on because it's all Japanese still. But it was only $10 when it came out, so it's like, whatever. If you want to play arcade mode, it was still a good value for the money. I like Soul Divide a lot, actually. A lot of people kind of crap on that game. So what's happening right now, Brandon?
Now we are on our way to the first BS part in the game.
Uh-oh. BS.
There's 3 BS parts in the game that I just don't like, and this is one of them.
You got herbs to carry you through.
Oh,
You want to get high?
they're making half-baked. They're making a second half-baked movie.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they serious?
Yeah. Dave Chappelle.
What?
Yeah. It's gonna have a different.
Wow, I actually want to see that. I don't normally really care about like modern like Hollywood productions, but Half Baked was like the Friday night movie for us. We would watch it over and over and over again. Buttercup, butter snuffs, butternuts, nuts, snuff. F you.
You're cool.
F you, I'm out.
Samson.
That was the
Samson.
what part of Jamaica where are you from, man? Right near the beach, boy. That was our most quotable film alongside Office Space. It was great.
I got Jerry Garcia in a pouch, man. Abba Zaba, you're my only friend.
Oh man, I need to watch it again.
Alright, so now we just got the lockpick. On assistant mode, you typically would start with a lockpick, but now since I manually got the lockpick the right way, it's not going to feel like they were cheating as bad. And we're actually almost done with the first part of the game.
The first BS part?
Yeah.
Did you already get through the BS part? I was looking at chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the BS part yet.
I'm just stocking up, getting a couple of cool items that we're going to need.
Thanks for doing those maths, Red. I appreciate it. Sorry. Botmeister Extraordinaire, Extreme, Awesome Sauce Dude, Red. Speaking of which, Red, there were no bots on my last premiere yesterday of Castlevania. God, what Castlevania was it? I've already lost track. Oh, Castlevania 3, that's right.
Would you all want to play some old classic Mega Man? Look at this. Mega Man.
Oh, nice. Okay, I already like this game a lot more now. And it's like the crazy American Mega Man 1 box art version. That's cool.
There's a lot of cool Easter eggs in this game. I love it.
I wonder if Japan saw that and they're like, what the hell are they talking about? That's not what Mega Man looks like. Like, not understanding what the original box art looked like here. That's just, I don't know, it's just really good fan service.
Sweet.
I think I'm going to play a lot of Mega Man during November, guys. I don't know if I'm going to do something like what I did with Castlevania, where I just do a bunch of quick plays, or if I'm just going to like start playing some Mega Man X games again, and or trying to learn like Mega Man 11 and Mega Man 10. Haven't figured it out yet. Jason asks, is this my first time playing this? I am not playing it. It would be if I was playing it. But my brother, this is
the one
probably
and
your,
only.
What did you? How many times have you beaten this game? Probably 4 or 5 times now.
This would probably be
Since it's come
my.
out.
Yeah, probably. Probably 4th time.
Man, that ray tracing looks great. This probably looks like a big step above from the Xbox One S version, right?
Yeah. Just a little bit. I noticed that the gameplay is a lot smoother and everything is just smooth, and I like it like that.
Yeah, Red, probably not next month, but I do want to eventually finish Mighty Number 9. I actually do like that game. At least, I like the main Robot Master levels. I didn't care for the final stage. Basically turns into like this extravagant puzzle platformer, which I'm not a big fan of. But the core levels are pretty solid. If that game didn't have as much drama attached to it, I think a lot more people would have enjoyed it, but a lot of people couldn't, like, let go of the debacle that was the Kickstarter. Thankfully, I didn't follow any of it, so when it came out, I bought it, and I just enjoyed it for what it was. You know, it was about as close as we got to a new Mega Man X since Mega Man X8. And I don't really like Mega Man X8 or X7.
Well, they're already on
So
8 of those games. Oh, wait.
Mega March? Well, I don't want to wait. I just want to play Mega Man in November. I actually want to play it now, but it's October, so I'm kind of stuck with spooky stuff, which is okay. It gives me an excuse to play every Castlevania again. Actually, I wasn't planning on doing every Castlevania, but I had a couple comments being like, are you going to go through the whole series? And I was like, no. And then I thought about it, and I was like, that's actually not a bad idea.
Play Alone in the Dark.
I had thought about Alone in the Dark, but it's probably not going to happen. I did a Let's Play of that a few years ago.
Yep.
The PC version.
I think I watched that too.
Nice. That's a great game. I love the original. You'd love to see that Loop 2 run of versus Castlevania. Well, I haven't recorded a Loop 2 run. I just did a run on Twitch to Sun.
Look, he's doing the
So I'd
Michael
have to
Jackson
record
Thriller
a quick
dance
play
again.
of it here, which I actually might do. I did think of it. My PS5 is right next to me, so I got the arcade archive ready to go anytime. I'm not going to play the only non-linear Vania I'm going to play this month is Symphony of the Night, and I have to figure out when I'm going to do that, actually. I mean, maybe I'll get bored and do it later this week. No, probably not. Maybe next week. Maybe that'll be next week's stream. Because I don't have any... This was the only planned stream. Well, this and Dr. Chaos.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, you never thought you'd see through that game, huh?
No, see, me and Dad tuned in for the last, I think, 45 minutes during that stream. That was cool. That was your first time beating it, right?
No. That was like my 3rd or 4th full playthrough.
Cool.
I had learned it a couple weeks prior. I got some walkthroughs, got some hints, and I mapped it out, and yeah, made it happen.
Nice. Let's get some ammo and then head on to the game.
No, I'll definitely get time to Sun. I don't have enough Castlevania content prepped for the rest of the month, so I need to make like another 3 or 4 videos at least. So you will see Rondo of Blood, you will see most likely Verse Castlevania, and I'd like to try to do Adventure 1 and 2 on Game Boy. Maybe I could even torture myself and do Legends, because I don't have a Legends video on my channel. And then I also want to do a Castlevania Judgment live stream, because I've never covered that on my channel either. You know, just like with Doom, I want like all the versions of Castlevania on my channel. So I still need to play through Harmony of Dissonance, I still need to play through Area of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin.
He's doing the dance.
I need to do a full playthrough of Kid Dracula. I'd like to get a Symbian OS emulator and do the crappy cell phone game. And then I'd like to eventually try to get a good capture setup for my iPhone and do that iOS Castlevania. And then I need to do the Lords of Shadow games and Mirror of Fate. I think those are all the Castlevania games I'm missing from my channel. Oh, Vampire Killer MSX, still haven't done that. Go stare at those lights, Brennan. So pretty. Alright, you can go.
That's the highlight of the stream. Look at those lights.
Pretty lights. Ray traced lights. Hey, Gedrin has been working on Castlevania Circle of the Moon. I love that one.
That's a great game.
I love that game
I love
so much.
Circle of the Moon, yeah.
Some people just try to tear it apart, but I love that game. It's
That's
fun.
for Game Boy Advance, right?
Yeah, it's the first one on
Yeah,
GBA.
yeah. I remember years ago when you bought the GBA,
I bought the GBA
bought
like
that
the
game.
week it came out. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I bought that. I bought F-Zero. And then not even a year later, we got the GBA modded for TV Out.
Yep.
And that's how you beat the game, right?
Like the last bit of the game.
Oh, you didn't actually play through the whole thing.
Well, no, I played through 3/4 of it before you got the adapter plug for the TV.
Red says we missed those lights. Can I see them again?
We'll be seeing plenty of
We'll be
lights.
seeing
like
plenty
that.
of lights, right.
Plenty of lights.
But we'll have to stop and stare at them next time. Okay, so Red doesn't miss it.
Okay, that's just for red. Alright, cool. We will save the game. First save of...
Oh, we haven't even saved it. So what happens if you die in this? Do you go to checkpoints? Or do you have to reload your save?
There's checkpoints.
Okay. Whew. Like you had me on edge there.
Oh, no. Trust me, I know my limits in this game. This is actually I don't know, some people like it, some people don't. I don't. But I can get through it pretty quickly. Those guys poison you. And you have to use a full mixed herb.
McDonald's poisons me too. Okay. Didn't realize this, veered into tentacle porn territory. Typical Japan.
And now I'm poisoned.
Now you're poisoned.
So now I gotta use the whole F8 spray.
Well, you're welcome, Red. Anything for Botmeister Extraordinaire Extreme Awesome Sauce Red.
Yeah, let's do the circuit breakers. It's all quick time events, so that's 1 out of 4. Close call. No one gets around me. No one gets by the sky.
Residence War of Evil. This does remind me of Gears of War a little bit. With
Gears
how like the
of
gunplay works.
War.
That big reticle.
Well, you'll be seeing hunters, and the hunters look pretty cool in this game.
Oh, nice.
I don't think there were hunters in Resident Evil 2. There were lickers.
But this is Resident Evil 3. Were there Resident Evil 3 hunters in the PlayStation game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But in this one, they have a one-hit kill. And actually, there's a couple of enemies in the game that you have to be very careful of because they will kill you in one hit if you're not careful. Doesn't matter what difficulty you're playing it on. They don't go smooth on you. The hunters go, screw you. Uh-oh. Alright, yeah, I got it.
Come on!
And so, we're the last. Alright, cool. We made it through. Thank you for the tip, Pearl Jammer.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Pearl Jammer. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Oh yeah.
Brandon's not going to get that. He already got Dark Souls 2 today.
All that leaves is the main power switch.
That's his payment for doing this stream with me. Granted, it was only a $7 game, but still. Brandon's on a Dark Souls kick. He's already played through Scholar of the First Sin, but he wants to play the original because it's got different enemy layout and stuff like that, so he will do that. So, what were you going to play first? Were you going to finish Scholar of the First Sin, or were you just going to play Dark Souls 2, or were you going to do Bloodborne next?
I was going to do Bloodborne next.
Okay, that's a good choice. Yeah. I recommend that. Yeah, if you haven't played it, because Bloodborne is damn good.
Because it was a lot of work. Had to catch up on Dark Souls 1, 2, 3.
You've been playing Elden Ring since August.
About 160 hours in.
Yeah, you've been playing that on and off since August, so you're ready for something new.
But it's weird because all the time I invested into Elden Ring, it doesn't feel like 160 hours. It's weird.
It definitely felt like 160 for me.
Oh, okay.
But I also played through it twice.
Oh, there's those lights.
Ooh, look at the lights, Red.
Look at the lights, because you're not...
Quickly. Oh,
because you won't see them much. Now here's what I like in this one.
Ow. Yeah, dodge mechanic. There was a similar one in the original game.
Yeah, Nemesis, he doesn't play around in this one.
Yeah, Savvy, Elden Ring took me 105 hours on my first playthrough. My second playthrough, it was like 70.
It's still alive. It's after me.
What? Run! Come back to the station.
I'm trying to run, but I'm on the phone.
Sexy, sexy lights.
Oops.
Yep, Savvy, you were there for a lot of my Elden Ring playthroughs. Desan says, I struggled through one run of Dark Souls Remastered. I haven't started any more yet. Well, the thing about those games, Desan, for me at least, they were extremely frustrating on the first playthrough. I didn't really get into each of them until I did multiple playthroughs. So I do implore people to play those games more than once. Think of it as like a Castlevania, but on a much grander scale in terms of what you have to know and memorize. So, they are games that are, the better you get, the more fun they are. Especially when you're ripping through bosses that you died at 20 times.
Now what?
Nice. Now you gotta plot out a route.
Okay.
But man, I hated every single one.
All right, where are we headed?
Except maybe Bloodborne. I think I actually liked
Redstone
Bloodborne
Street. We need to reach Fox Park
a lot
Station.
on my first playthrough.
Can you program that in?
But
I'm Super Cop. Consider it.
all the other Souls games I actually did not like the first time I played them. Is this a BS part?
Oh no, for this part,
BS?
it's just a
dumb puzzle.
a dumb puzzle.
Yeah.
dumb puzzles are.
This is why I don't play these games. I don't like dumb puzzles.
Unable to establish route.
Alright, so
Try again.
that's SA2. Alright, so we gotta change this to 2.
Valid route confirmed.
Yay!
Yeah, I mean, Design, there will eventually start becoming lots of games that are PS5 only. They won't be doing PS4 after a point.
Make sure the subway's ready to depart.
And it makes your PS4 completely redundant. So, it's not a bad investment. And when you do play it... Whoa!
Wow! That scared the bejesus out of me. That scared me more than the game itself, man.
Thanks, Red. Thanks for continuing your channel membership, sir. Keeping those patchy modes.
What the hell is it doing to them?
He's doing the dance.
Do a little dance. These guys look like they're from Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, they started in Resident Evil 3, and then they grew off them for Part 4.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So that was even the original PlayStation version? Oh, I had no idea. Thanks for enlightening me with the sexy lights, Brandon.
Oh, you're very welcome. And there's a lot more beautiful lights in the game. Stick around because that's only just the start of the good light show. Ah! Trying to time out these.
Pearl Jammer, yeah, Sony will likely stop making games for PS4, but that doesn't mean third parties will stop making games. And Dasan buys a lot of like retro-based games and like arcade archives. So I highly doubt they're gonna do PS5 exclusive arcade archives anytime soon.
Nice job, Super Cop. I'm impressed.
We back in business?
Yeah, mostly.
When I first played this game, I thought that was Keanu Reeves' voice, doing the voice acting.
Nikolai.
And then I looked it up and it was like some other Canadian actor.
No chance of fighting our way out of the city.
Hey, Ronnie.
Why is she here?
Ronnie!
She's helping get the trains running again.
Bad time to start getting dead.
You don't mind if we skip?
Oh, that's right, we're skipping cutscenes. You've been doing so much in-game stuff that I forgot that there were even cutscenes.
Alright, so I think I got maybe a couple more hits.
We still have a ways to go. We've been playing for an hour now. A little less than an hour, actually.
I got it on the 3rd time.
Third time's the charm.
I had to watch a speedrunning video on that to get it. That's what I do when I play these games. I watch a lot of speedrunners and see what tricks they do.
Would you say you got good?
I was able to get through things a little quicker. Not perfect like how some of these runners are online.
Carlos, do you copy? Carlos! Ugh, shit. Oh, I need to find another way out.
Alright, we are in the sewers.
A map of the area. Perfect.
Maps are always good.
Maps. Tasty, tasty maps.
Well, at least they're in easy areas to find maps in this, as like opposed to Elden Ring, you gotta search an entire field.
Yeah, Dasan, I actually bought the Cowabunga collection on Sunday last week. I paid full price for it, but yeah, it was. I streamed it on Twitch. It was fun, bouncing, like playing the arcade games. Turtles and Dimes a pretty tough arcade game. Enemies don't get stunned when you smack them like they do in the console versions.
Oh, God. Me burning these clothes.
That's a creepy looking monster. This stream's gonna get demonetized because of all the F-bombs.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, Dasan, I had a good Sunday. I felt really good, and so I was like, I had to go get some cat stuff at Walmart anyway, so I went ahead and grabbed it on PS5 while I was there. And I had just gotten paid too, I think. Did somebody just follow me on Twitch? Yep.
Doot dooch, da doot da dooch, doot dooch, da doot da dooch, doot dooch. It's a Elden Ring monster.
It kind of looks like one, yeah.
Actually, Nemesis' final form in the final boss at the end of the game kind of looks like a massive Elden Ring boss.
Oh yeah, there was a sewer in Elden Ring. I want to play Elden Ring. Alright guys, we're going to stop the stream. We're just going to switch over to Elden Ring. Oh, I don't have it on Xbox though. Never mind, I guess we'll have to continue this game.
We could drive to my place and get it.
It would take forever to install.
Well, we could continue.
That's okay, we'll just switch over to the PS5.
Play
Actually, I
Demon's
don't think I've
Souls.
installed it yet on PS5. I did install it on a spare PC. I just had to swap motherboards on, so I want to test the performance, see how it runs. Hey, Mr. Uber!
Uber!
Elden Ring full playthrough. That'll be like a 30-part playthrough, Uber. No, it'll be more like a 17-part playthrough. No, 10-part. 10-part playthrough, 10-hour streams. Oh, jeez, I don't even want to think about it. Especially in that game, I get so distracted. I'm like, I'm going to go do this one thing, and on the way I end up doing 17 other things. And then by the end of the stream, I haven't even done the one thing I set out to do. Mo says he heard Elden Ring has bad input lag on all consoles? No.
No, Elden Ring lag isn't bad on my console.
And especially if like you have your TV set to game mode. That's very important. A lot of people have all their TV filters applied and that adds input lag. Oh, Dishonor, are you talking the original TMNT on NES? Whoa.
Whoa.
Sorry, I bumped my mic. What is he talking about? Yeah, original TMNT. I don't use save states in that. I've gotten to the final level. Actually, I think I made it to the final boss and I died. Yeah. So, I'll beat that game eventually. I just have to be in the right mindset and mood to want to do it. It's okay, Design. You're not going to be able to say that for much longer. I will finish that game, just to spite you.
Elden Ring.
It is Uber. It is locked at 60. Yeah, that's like a From Software thing.
I think they're making a DLC for it too.
Oh, most likely, yeah.
I was reading that they're making one right now, and it's gonna be pretty massive.
You're waiting 5 years for the Let's Play? It's been longer than that, man. It's been more like 8. Or even longer. I don't know, let's see. When did my TMNT video come out? It's been over 9 years to San. April 24th, 2013. I will post it in chat. I wish YouTube would do like video embeds in chat so you guys could actually see the thumbnail. That would actually be really cool. I'm gonna send feedback. Oops. It would be really cool if YouTube video
can you hear me now?
links
Jill.
embedded
God. Everything okay?
in live
Yeah,
chat
alive. I
with
lost him.
thumbnail
Great.
previews.
So where's ready to go? We'll leave as soon as you make it back.
Just like if you posted it on any other social media platform. Cool.
Now he's got a
Nice.
flamethrower.
You can use weapons?
Hey Adam, how's it going? Pearl Jammer says Analog is doing a final production run of the Super NT and Mega SG. Yeah, I got notice of that earlier today. I'm gonna have to see if I can pre-order a Super NT because I do want one, but I've actually spent a lot of money this pay period, so it's kind of like I'm gonna be cutting it real close financially speaking. But I do want that, and I definitely don't want to pay $600 for one down the road. It's definitely a case of FOMO, fear of missing out.
Alright, let's see if I can get this part
I
correct.
don't understand why they're discontinuing them. It's like
Still got hit there.
they sell out every time they make them, so there's still demand. They go on eBay selling for a lot of money. People still buy them. Like I just don't get it.
Quick.
Like you don't stop making a product if you keep selling out of them. They're, you know, it's frustrating. Because this is going to become unobtainium, like the NT Mini. Even if, like, cost of manufacturing is going up, okay, whatever, raise your price that you're selling it at. People will still buy it. This market is dumb. Well, what they'll do, Pearl Jammer, is they will discontinue them for a few years. Then they will announce more, and they'll be like super limited editions. They'll sell for $500 a piece. I mean, that's what they did with the NT Mini. Yeah, exactly, Ronnie. Ah, this is where the game gets over the top.
This is where
Remember
the,
Resident Evil Revelations did a lot of weird stuff like this, and it was like, this is so unbelievable.
Resident Evil 6 is a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the NT Mini does have more value because you can jailbreak it and add other cores, but it is redundant in this day and age when you have the Mister. So even at its $500 price tag, it was reasonable to pay that because you got all those extra cores that you did not get on the AVS, but if you just needed NES, the AVS was just a better value. And the AVSs are still available. Although it sounds like AVS might even be in its last production run. We don't know yet. Slated for 2023, summer 2023, I think. I checked a few weeks back. Desan says AVS is going to have its last run after the summer pre-order in 2023. Okay. I feel like it's a little bit different for the AVS. I feel like it may have, between that and the Super NT, maybe the NES market has been a little saturated. The NES FPGA market may be a little saturated. And plus, Retro USB is also like a one-man operation. He still boxes everything up, like, ships them via USPS and priority mailboxes. I love that. And actually, I don't even know if it's because it's a one-man operation. Maybe Brian at Retro USB just wants to move along to something else. But they've always been in stock, which tells me maybe the AVSs have moved slower than, say, Analog's products. Tempted to buy a spare AVS. I mean, that's not a half bad idea, Desan. Maybe I should do the same thing. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, actually, that's... If my AVS ever dies, I'll be heartbroken, because that's what I use for all my NES stuff. It's like, yeah, I could play on the Mister, but the AVS is so much more convenient. I can use original controllers without adapters. Oh my god, this is so over the top.
We could skip it.
I mean, you're supposed to skip the cutscenes, remember? I mean, how long are all the cutscenes combined, do you think? You think it's like an hour worth of cutscenes?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, part of the point was to skip the cutscenes so we trim down the playtime.
Good. Fuck 'em. What were you thinking? Turning yourself into...
Whoa.
You could have been killed.
Don't start. I
Sorry,
did
Milo.
what I had to.
I know.
Hey, buddy boy.
Thanks.
Buddy boy.
The subway's ready to go. Hurry back.
It might become a niche console with a crazy price tag. I don't want to think about that, though. Because, like, I wouldn't want to sell mine anyway. Like I said, it's just too convenient for me. For not just streaming, but, like, I can hook it up to my HD TV in my living room, like, super fast, and sometimes I do that when I'm practicing NES games. Desan says he doesn't think AVSs are feasible to make anymore while still profiting. He's had to put the price up a little bit. Yeah. And considering what you get, it is, you know, as of doing this stream, the AVS is 6 years old. And it only does 720p. It doesn't look as crisp as the Mr. Core. But also, apparently FPGAs, yeah, are just getting more expensive. They're not going down in price. Which is a bummer, and these things you know, rely on the FPGAs.
shit, Jill.
Kendo, you're all right.
Yeah, all right to stretch. Sorry, I got a little jumpy there. Didn't know quite what to expect.
No shit.
And what's also cool is that with Resident Evil 3, the time period is exact the same as with Resident Evil 2. Same day. I think like it's like
We could use a man of your skill set.
which is pretty cool.
What's wrong?
A lot of characters that are in Resident Evil 2 are in this one.
Look,
If you're heading to the station, take that service alley out in front of the shop, okay?
Alright, see you, Mo. Have a good one.
Mo, thank you for tuning in.
Keep hanging on the wall.
I liked it how in Resident Evil 4 that if you have keys or anything like that, it will automatically use them without having to go to the menu screen.
Hey, Brandon. You can talk to all these fine people some more while I go eat some pizza.
You gonna make some pizza? Eat some pizza. Alright guys, let's have a Resident Evil conversation. What is your all's favorite Resident Evil game? I got several, but I would have to pick one, just to be fair. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2. Yeah, my favorite is probably the remake of Resident Evil 2. The remake of Resident Evil 2 is just so good. Oh, here we go. Here's more police car lights. Look at those lights. And this time Nemesis is chasing us with a rocket launcher. First he was chasing us with a flamethrower.
Rocket launcher?
Now a rocket launcher. Okay, geez, what's next, man? Ooh. Alright, we made it to that part. Chase Joe with a BFG. Oh man. That would probably be doing everyone in Raccoon City a favor.
Jill, you there? I think I know how to slow that fucker down. Head back towards the station.
And lead him right to you?
It's okay. Trust me.
Alright, let's try. Yeah, this next part's actually pretty hilarious. Check this out. You see the toy uncle head on top of the building? Look. This is super unreal. Ah! Getting chased by the head. That's a big head. Look at that head. Look at the size of that thing. Now we gotta do this all over again for like the third time.
Joe, this way!
But this time we're gonna go a new way.
You okay? Go. Go!
Come on, forget about him!
Indiana Jones style. Alright, now we're going back down to the subway platform.
Carlos, I know we didn't get off to a great start. Thanks for the save.
Hey, you saved my ass first.
A modern Indiana
Hell
Jones.
of a lot braver than me.
Well, what matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
Yeah, you'll be safe.
What about you?
From the sound of it, I won't be catching the train.
Why not?
No, there'll be new orders. If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
Now this is the end of part 1 for Jill, because we're gonna actually, the game is gonna switch over to playing with Carlos. And we all remember Brad in Resident Evil 2 and how Brad is dead underneath the underneath the staircase. Well, this is how Brad dies. Because the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3 take place at the same time. Actually, I think maybe before. But here is how Brad dies. You know, we're going down the staircase. And you got our buddy Marvin. And this is how Marvin gets bit. Ah, he showed sympathy.
Shit, it's locked. You stay on the door. I got this fucker. Come get some.
And that is how Brad dies.
That could be useful. It's open.
Austin really is taking advantage of your gaming skills and streaming experience. Yeah, you know, my pizza is disappearing slowly.
I only ate 3 slices. There's plenty left. And by the way, if you eat some in a little bit, you'll definitely want to heat it up. Domino's pizza is like the worst when it gets cold. There's some pizza places where I can eat Papa John's cold, but Domino's just doesn't.
Tony's pizza is pretty good cold.
Well, Tony's is also like real New York style pizza. Domino's is not. Yeah, Domino's is one of those, like, it just doesn't taste good to me when it's cold. Tom says the only real pizza is local pizza.
Local
Yeah,
pizza is good.
local pizza is the best for sure. So how far into the game are we, Brandon?
We are about
He knows we'll try to keep him under our
probably
So
just a little before halfway.
is really
Okay.
more like find and detain.
After the police station, everything goes by pretty quick.
Right.
Okay.
Good to know.
Actually, we're probably about halfway right now.
You stay here and find out what's been going on here at the station.
Call you if I find anything.
I'm really glad there's a ray traced update for this, because it's Xbox One X enhanced already. Xbox One X, I don't think, can do ray tracing, but the Series X can. So that's pretty cool. Let me actually look that up while you're playing, Brandon.
Sure.
So Resident Evil 2, 3, and 7 got updates for PS5 and Series X, which is really cool. This was earlier this year. Wow, really? That's awesome.
Couldn't have been a zombie.
Support 4K resolution graphics, higher frame rates. Yeah, you can go above 60 FPS now, and ray tracing on PS5 and Series X. And 3D audio. Apparently the PS5 version got an update for the DualSense controller's haptic feedback. Pretty cool. PC versions also got updated. Yeah, awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I had no idea that happened this year.
T, you copy? There's something real nasty in here. I don't know what it is.
Hey Josh, welcome back.
Nasty. All right. I'll take a look with the cameras. Watch your six.
Hey, Milo.
Oh. No. I don't want him to hit the power button. You gotta stay put, buddy. Okay? You gotta stay here. You're a good boy, Milo. Yes, you are. A handsome man. Yeah, Mike, we did just talk about that. But yeah, welcome. Yeah, Analog's doing a final run of the SG and the Super NT. Which is a bummer. Ronnie says Domino's has to be eaten fresh or it's just not great. Yeah, I agree.
Meow. And now we got the scope add-on.
Josh, I have no idea what you are asking. I mean, the original Resident Evil 3 was like 99 or 2000, wasn't it?
I got it for Christmas, I think, in 1999. Might have been 2000, actually.
1999. Yeah. Mike says, sorry, just got here. For shame, Mike. You better apologize. Why aren't you psychic like the rest of us, Mike?
The classic.
Well, if cameras killed those things, I'd be set.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make a Resident Evil game where you're using a camera flash as a weapon.
Well, that's Alan Wake. Oh no, that's Fatal Frame. You actually take photos of ghosts to kill them, apparently. I haven't played those, but in Alan Wake, you're using flashlights to kill enemies. You're using light to kill enemies, basically.
Carlos, the STAR's office is up.
Carlos, why aren't you wearing a helmet? You know that you think that like everybody would be wearing helmets, considering zombies like to bite you in the neck.
Yeah.
But then I guess you wouldn't have a video game where you can get bit on the neck if everyone was wearing helmets.
I actually bought Daymare in 1998. About probably 6 months ago.
Josh, I've already told you what year it comes out, and you can also Google it with your own two hands. Modern technology. And everyone's written it in chat too. I don't know why we're going on about this.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it blocked?
Mike is tempted to get the analog consoles, but he might get a RetroTink 5X instead. He can use it with more systems. Yes, that is great logic. And I want to upgrade to the RetroTink 5X eventually too. Hey Scruff, welcome back. Oh yeah, no, I agree, Scruff. The originals are still great in their own right.
Oh, you okay? Someone's meowing.
Yeah, Milo's meowing. He's in an energetic mood right now, so he wants to play. Patchouli's probably not having it. He's also probably a little hungry. That's your kid taking your phone and keeps asking the same question. Jeez. Alright. Desan says, we got questions, guys. What's your favorite color?
I probably would have to go with red.
No, Desan knows I hate questions like that. Arbitrary questions. It's like, what's your favorite video game of all time? What is your favorite color?
What is your favorite pizza?
Yeah. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite this or that is always... I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just like... They're questions that really don't serve any like real meaning. They don't, you know, stuff like what's your favorite this or that doesn't make for meaningful conversation that people can find value in. I think that's why I don't like those questions. I like talking real and being authentic. Scruff says, any experience with Resident Evil 7 in VR? Nope, I have not tried it.
They're making a lot of VR games.
Desan says, at least the cats learn to live with each other. That doesn't always happen. Yeah. They're actually right next to each other underneath Brandon's chair. I might have to take another break and feed them while Brandon keeps playing. Red says, Austin getting worried here that Brandon was going to get chat started on their favorite colors.
The game goes good.
Hey, Office. Yeah, the game goes good, Office. Start talking like rednecks.
Carlos, I've hit a dead end with the terminal here. Gotta head your way.
Right, that's politically incorrect these days. You can't call them rednecks anymore. He picked you, though, Red. It's red. Red is his favorite color. I will say, if I really had to answer that question, my favorite color would be orange.
Orange is nice. The orange Mustang.
I used to have an orange Mustang GT, 1996. Stock, it wasn't aftermarket.
One at a time, take a number.
See, Carlos, you should have wore a helmet, dumbass. Now you've been bitten. Ooh, those orange GameCubes, Mike, they look really nice. I honestly have no idea, Design. I just assume everybody gets offended by everything these days, and you're just not allowed to say anything anymore. Are those the liquors, Brandon?
Yep. And the hunters are coming up soon.
Yeah, see, Office understands. Always wear full plate armor during the zombie apocalypse. That just makes too much sense, right?
What's the matter, Milo? You okay? You alright, buddy? You're breathing kind of hard.
He's amped up right now. Ronnie says, Austin, what is your favorite question? The one that doesn't involve asking me what my favorite color or my favorite Castlevania or my favorite Mega Man is.
This'll take some time. Look around, see if you can.
Or my favorite anything, honestly. Yeah, people don't realize like the amount of experience I've had, and this is not to like sound cocky or anything, but it's just a fact of the matter. It's like I've been playing video games my entire life, and it's always been my #1 hobby. So I've played thousands of video games, thousands upon thousands. I've beaten hundreds upon hundreds. It's really, really hard to narrow down favorites when you've got that kind of like experience.
That's true.
It's one thing if you're just like, you know, you played casually growing up, it's easy to pick like a favorite Castlevania or something, but for me it's like, Jesus, I played every Castlevania game, and that's dozens and dozens of them.
That's like when people ask me, hey Brandon, what is your favorite kind of guitar? And I say, well, I don't know, I've played almost every single guitar brand out there, and they all play great. They're all different, you know.
Office says, out of all your favorite things, what is your favorite among them? What is your favorite?
All of them.
I'd say being happy, which I seem to be, I struggle to find. That would be my favorite thing. At this point in life, I'm starting to think it's unobtainium. Pearl, see, that's an even worse question, Pearl Jammer. What's your least favorite video game? I mean, I've got probably well over 100 games that I would probably put as my favorite game in any given moment. And the same goes for my least favorite games. I mean, honestly, it would be harder to pick my least favorite game because there are a lot of really bad games.
Ikari Warriors.
I mean, someone can make a game where you literally just sit and you move like a pixel around an empty box, and that could be technically considered a game. Something like that would be my least favorite game. And there's probably a bunch of those out there.
You have to escape a box.
So it's all relative, you know? No, you can't even escape it. You're just literally moving a little dot around the screen. Someone's like, you know, first high school programming project. Make a pixel move around the screen. It's interactive. It's technically a game, right? Although, maybe you could draw a line and say, well, it doesn't really have rules. It doesn't have objectives. So you'd have to have an objective. You could have the objective be escape the box, but make it so you can't actually escape the box, so the player sits there trying to escape the box, thinking they're playing a game. In reality, it's not even programmed in. It's still a game, though, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the developer says, hey, you have to escape the box. That's a goal. There we go. That would be my least favorite game. We'll call it Box Escape. Oh, Box Escape 3D. And then we would release it on the Xbox store for $1. No, I'd release it on the Wii U eShop before it closes down for 99 cents.
It'd be a free
plus
download.
Tax. Yeah, but Dasan, like, depressed AF people they can take what they're good at and be even better at it when they're happy. That's what I found. Man, when I like am in a great mood, like I just feel like I'm way better at video games. I'm not bogged down by all like the depressive stuff in my mind. Boxes can be scary. Small, dark spaces. What if you get stuck in one? Box escape could be the next big survival horror. Red, I am not getting the Dead Space remaster. I have never played a Dead Space game. Brandon should get it, and if he likes it, he should come over and stream it next October.
Last October, I bought Daymare 1998. That's an alright game. Like the first area in the game where you're on the ship is pretty nice, but the puzzles in that game are wow, they're a pain.
Well, decided it helps to have a companion through it all. I will just say that. I think it can make living your life a little more tolerable, even enjoyable sometimes. Mike says he's tempted to get the Dead Space remaster. Okay. Red says he really liked Dead Space. Yeah, I mean it's a popular series from that generation at least. You know, people rave about the first one in particular. Office says the first Dead Space was amazing. Nice. Was the Wii Dead Space a brand new game, or was that just like a port of the other versions? I mean, don't get me wrong, Crestline, I love my cats to death, but it's not quite the same as having a human companion. Hi, Patchouli! Patchouli's down. She's right below me. I'm gonna have to feed them because they're getting a little naggy right now. She's the patchouli girl. Patchouli girl. She's the patchouli girl. I feel like Patchouli's losing weight. Milo is keeping her running at least 3 times a day. She's getting a lot of exercise. Yeah, she was like a big fatty like before I got Milo, and now she's like thinned up a little bit. Oh, Dead Space was a light gun game on the Wii. Huh, interesting. Was it a better on-rail shooter than Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, which I found to be a very slow kind of plodding game? Like, should I check out Dead Space on the Wii? Oh, she is savvy. Patchouli's, she's a great cat. And she's rubbing up against Brandon right now as he tries to murder this boss. Ooh, flashy blue light! It's the red and blue cop car lights again.
This time we have mine rounds.
Hey, Roger. And Razvan. Offices, he loved the Umbrella Chronicles. I remember not minding it, but I definitely prefer like faster shooters like Virtua Cop or Ghost Squad. Ghost Squad was a lot of fun on Wii. Super cheap game. You can get that for just a few bucks. It's worth it if you like Virtua Cop. Ronnie says, will I be getting Chasm the Rift remaster? Yes, eventually. You must have missed my Discord post, Ronnie, where I said I will most likely buy it tonight. I ended up not buying it that night, but I will absolutely buy it. It's on my Steam wish list. I'll probably wait until next month's paycheck, mid-month paycheck. Mid-month paycheck is like my play money paycheck. I'm not in a rush to play it, because I did beat that game back in the day. I had it, big box and everything. But I do want to play through it again, do a stream here. Savvy says she loved Ghost Squad. Hell yeah. Roger says, hey, wait a minute, this is not Castlevania. Well, this is a October tradition now. For the last 4 years. Right, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Brandon, you got this. I mean, you beat Elden Ring. Like, jeez. This is like nothing.
Well, this boss just takes...
You beat the Godskin duo.
Yeah, but this boss is... This is actually surprisingly the hardest fight in the game.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it's the only real boss fight in the game. I should...
It's too hard to hit while it's moving.
And he's almost dead anyway. Maybe in a couple hits. It's weird because as much as I've played this, he's actually changing up his attack patterns that I haven't seen before. It's weird.
Yeah, Society. Resident Evil 3 is my favorite Castlevania. You know what I could actually probably get away with? Is saying Bloodborne is my favorite Castlevania.
Come on, you're gonna crap out on me now?
Or Devil May Cry 1 is my favorite Castlevania.
I love Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah, me too. It's one of the all-time greats. Maybe I'll do a live stream.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I love the first Devil May Cry. It's one of my all-time favorites. Castlevania is my favorite Doom. Mike, I've never actually finished Bayonetta. I've actually never even played it for more than an hour. I have it on Wii U. I need to go back and try to finish it eventually.
It'll be okay. I promise.
It does make it a lot easier skipping the cutscenes. So now we are in the hospital.
Did you ever beat Devil May Cry 5? No?
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
I have, yeah.
You never finished DMC Devil May Cry though, right?
No, I'm like on mission 14 or 15 in that one.
Oh, that's towards the end of the game. You're
Yeah.
getting close. I really enjoyed that game. A lot of people trashed it, but I was surprised at how fun it was. I liked it more than Devil May Cry 5. I was like, dude, this game is better balanced and has more interesting level design and stuff like that. Flowed better. Didn't retell the same intro story 3 times.
It had a very good opening.
Yeah,
oh my God.
I love the opening in that game. It's really good.
It's very comical. Very comical.
I mean, it's dark and humorous at the same time. I like that. Ronnie says House of the Dead's remake makes him sad. He wants the original. Yeah, I just completely skipped out on that. Desan says, was the first Devil May Cry PS2? It was. It was in that first year and a half the PS2 was out. I think it came out in 2001 in America. I'm not sure if it was 2000 or 2001 in Japan.
We are almost at BS section number 2.
BS section number 2.
Almost there. Not
Get
quite
those cop car lights going.
Please state your business clearly into the
Roger says Dreamcast is still modern, right? No. Some people might draw some arbitrary lines and say it is, but no. It's Dreamcast definitely looks closer to N64 than it does anything else.
What kind of sci-fi bullshit is this?
Well, unless you're playing Ikaruga, that still looks pretty damn good. Or Rez. Dreamcast is a great console. It's a great system. Must own, must play. Yeah, I just saw Devil May Cry 1 sold a lot of copies, and so it's super common And it's been remastered twice now. There is the HD collection on PS3 and 360, and then there's the HD collection on Xbox One and PS4. All right, see you, Savvy.
All right, Savvy. Thank you for tuning in.
Tom says Under Defeat still looks good. Yeah, I'd argue that's like one of the better looking Dreamcast games too. Super late release. That was like 2007 or 2008. And it was on the arcade hardware that the Dreamcast was based on. Naomi. Oh man. I need a David Lynch emoji for my Discord. Signed. If I can freaking type. Fake. No. No. Not fake. David Lynch. Tom says most of the Atomis Wave ports still look good. That is something I need to try, Tom. There's like that one run and gun on the Atomis Wave. I definitely want to try that. And then was it Metal Slug 6? Was that one? I think that was Atomis Wave. And then there was like a beat 'em up on Atomis Wave I'd also want to play again. I got to play it locally about 20 years ago.
Metal Slug is a good game. I like Metal Slug 2. The second Metal Slug.
I need to get Metal Slug 2 with the slowdown removed. There's like a patch for it. And that's my favorite Metal Slug, if you remove the slowdown. Yeah, apparently the slowdown in Metal Slug 2 is just like a glitch. They didn't catch it before manufacturing the game. And someone found out that it was just a simple fix, and it fixes like the majority of the slowdown. It's crazy.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Metal Slug 2 has such creative level design, and it was before enemies got like really, really tanky. Like Metal Slug 3, like level 2, you're fighting these zombies, and they take so many hits. And on the first level, you're fighting these crabs that also take so many hits. Metal Slug 2, and 1 for that matter, they flow so much better than any of the others, in my opinion. You know, faster enemy kills, it's faster run and gun action, it flows better. And Dasan says he likes the slowdown in Metal Slug 2. Well, the slowdown does make it easier, Dasan. That's probably another reason why I enjoy Part 2 so much. It's the one I can get the farthest in on 1 credit. Like, I can get to the last level on 1 credit. Donnell says next Tuesday he's getting TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Physical edition. That is a pretty awesome game. We did a live stream right when it came out. Highly recommend it. You're gonna like it if you haven't played it yet. I assume you probably have. You probably got it digitally too. A lot of people do that. They'll double dip. Buy it digital. Or if you're like me, you've got Game Pass, and so you got to play it on Game Pass for free. And then buy the physical. Yeah, and Design, like, The Mummy is a great design mechanic. Yeah, like they take a bunch of hits, but if you have the flamethrower, you can kill them instantly. And there's other enemy types there too, so you're not just shooting the same tanky ass zombies over and over again.
That is ridiculous! Why do you not have a David Lynch emoji? That is an insult! Just like watching a movie on your phone!
Sure.
David Lynch would say on your effing phone. Because he's very passionate about it.
This is where the one-hit killers come in if you're not really careful with them.
The hunters?
The hunters. At least they keep them true to the original.
Ooh, ray-traced spookiness. See, Carlos, you should be wearing a helmet.
Look at that.
The math one. Well, thanks, Red. Thanks for counting for me. Botmeister Red, extraordinaire, extreme, awesome sauce. Does math, so you don't have to. I think you lost Pearl Jammer, Red.
We're gonna have to drop a few things off on our inventory.
Let me go feed the cats, Brandon, while you drop things off at inventory.
Oh yeah, alright.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, shake it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is some groovy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Smooth jazz.
105.9.
You remember that still.
It's because Mom used to play that station whenever we'd go camping. Smooth jazz, 105.9. Or is it 109.5? 105.9? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's 10 something.
10 something. There you go.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
Get a groove to this smooth jazz.
Groove to it.
Grooving.
Grooving.
Grooving to feeding the cats.
To feeding the cats.
Evil 3.
Do the groove.
Pearl Jammer sucks at math. He needs to listen to some
smooth jazz.
Aim for the head. Got it.
Oh, fuck, I died. By a hunter.
Carlos should have worn a helmet!
Carlos should have been wearing a helmet. Let's blame Carlos. Alright, let's do this again. So we're gonna bring him in here, blind them both, so they kind of like... No, he's just kind of... There you go. We killed the hunters. Alright, Dasan, take it easy. Thank you for tuning in on Holy Fuck.
Leaving.
Here's another hunter.
F-bomb count 99. Well, there's been enough F-bombs dropped in the game. I guess it doesn't matter too much if we drop F-bombs. I'm still gonna avoid it though. Got a 5:30 a.m. start. Ooh. Yeah, so you're obviously not doing night shift this week. Carlos should wear a helmet, then you can listen to smooth jazz within it. Alright, well the cats have been fed, so they should be a little less demanding right now.
Nice.
Although I need to move those motherboard boxes off of their beds. Maybe I'll do that right now while you're still playing.
Sure.
Because I am gonna... yeah.
I'm gonna try to survive from these hunters. Alright, let's gather some grenades so we could make this next part a little bit easier.
Oh boy. Alright, well I do appreciate you guys hanging out. And thank you, Brandon, for playing this.
No problem.
It's been fun watching you rip through it. And getting killed by the occasional hunter that could have been completely avoided if you were wearing a helmet.
He should be wearing a helmet, a full body vest. I mean, he should be having like a full arsenal of pouches to where he could carry everything.
Squishy sounds.
Squishy sounds. Now we're gonna have to roll on back to get the little tape recorder and save this dude.
I'm not doing a Zombies Ate My Neighbor stream, Pearl Jammer, no. I probably won't do another stream of that game until I actually learn how to beat that game. I have an old stream, though. You can go watch that. I shall link it in chat since I have 2 hands free. Which is a rare occasion when I am streaming. I should just start spamming YouTube links in the chat. Hey Leo, what's going on? Say hi to Leo, Brandon. He's special.
Hey Leo.
Leo needs extra hellos.
Thank you for tuning into this stream.
Look at Brandon going all out. He's a pro streamer.
I'm a pro streamer.
You need to start streaming, Brandon. On YouTube.
All I wanted to know was what the documents were doing in your office in the first place.
Weren't we supposed to set up like a good stream template for you and get you all situated and actually have like a really good stream? We never did that.
Yeah, we need to do that sometime.
You might need a new computer though.
Yes, that's...
Your computer's 10 years old now. It wasn't even a top end when you got it.
I still got Windows 7 XP, man.
I mean, it's... Well, there's no Windows 7 XP, but there is Windows 7.
There's Windows 7.
Came after XP. Actually, technically came after Vista, which came after XP.
Alright, so yeah, I got Windows 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't hack Brandon, everybody. Even though he's many security patches out of date.
Actually, I still get Windows updates.
I thought they end-of-lifed Windows 7. I thought they don't update it anymore.
Is it here?
Maybe they're just doing like the, maybe what you're actually getting is like Microsoft Defender updates. Maybe they still update that for Windows 7. Which that would actually make sense.
See? I got it.
Am I ever gonna do a DMC stream? You mean DMC Devil May Cry? I did that last year. Let me use my 2 hands and link to that. Yeah, so I actually did DMC Devil May Cry last year. It was a 6.5 hour long stream.
Was Dante wearing a helmet?
No. He doesn't need a helmet though. He's like a invincible devil. Which also makes you wonder how he gets hurt. Video game logic, man. Doesn't make any sense.
You're gonna be okay, Joe.
Alright, so we rescued Jill, we gave her...
Devil May Cry 5? Eventually. I've beaten Devil May Cry 5 a few times. And then I bought the special edition on PS5. So it's PS5 enhanced. Looks really nice, actually. It looks better than this.
We're gonna have death bets on how many times so it's gonna take me to get past this one part. This next part is total BS.
I predict 11 times.
I predict probably maybe once. Hopefully 0.
Roger asks, how old is Windows 10? Anyway, it's probably 6 or 7 years old by this point. Let's see. Come on, Wikipedia. Yeah, 2015. It's 7 years old. That's what I figured. I remember Windows 10 coming out around the same time I started streaming on Twitch, which was 2015. Roll that Wikipedia dice.
Roll that dice. Alright, now we're gonna save it. So just in case.
Time does go fast, Roger, when you're miserable.
Alright, here we go. You see, he's quick.
How do we do that? I'll try hacking into the hospital security system. Keep him off me in the meantime.
Hey, Carlos, you want a helmet?
Dude, I need like body armor, backup, like a SWAT team. I don't need. He needs everything, man. He's like a one-man show. That's crazy.
Okay, now the fun shit begins.
And you have to kill these zombies so they don't unload the luggage to get Jill.
They actually do that? Okay. Creative zombies.
Oh, they're smart.
Dude, you know, Brandon, you're great at Doom Eternal. This should be a cakewalk for you. I don't want to jinx him, actually. I'll shut up now.
Oh, no. I probably won't die.
Oh, Society, pretty much anyone that's paid for Windows 10 will get a free upgrade, as long as their hardware is compatible.
Except in this game, everyone is slow.
Well, I'm gonna assume they're faster on the higher difficulties. Do you think so?
My main characters?
No, your enemies.
Oh,
do you think they speed up the enemies on the higher difficulties?
No, they're the same. They just do more damage.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I got some free inventory spaces. Nice. Grab some ammo. Let's get that ammo.
And a helmet.
And a helmet.
You know, I don't know if I've seen a helmet in this entire game.
Gotta keep my grenades handy for the hunters. Hunters.
He should take one of those light fixtures and flip it upside down and use it as a helmet. He should have also pushed that Coke machine in front of the door. That would have been too logical, too. Ooh, they still have CRTs here. I like that. Mad props, RE3. Oh, hunters, yeah.
And there should be another grenade right around here that I'm gonna need to pick up because there's gonna be another hunter. Sweet,
Apparently
I got three of
next
them.
to you too.
He's doing the dance. He's doing the zombie dance. Look, see? Look, he's doing the dance.
Man, he looks really happy for a zombie. Uber, I would guess VGA on those CRTs. This is probably before DVI. And again, they have smartphones here, so this has got to be some alternate reality where every CRT is an HD CRT. So they probably all have HDMI. Oh no. This is a cruel alternate reality where all HD is done with DisplayPort. Actually, that would probably be a better alternate reality now that I think about it. Now I'm sad. Uber says they live in heaven. HD CRT heaven. Nice dodge. Eat this. Or just, you know, have it hit you in the butt. That's fine. Hey, Code. The zombie slaying is going great until Carlos gets eaten, you know, at the neck because he's not wearing a helmet.
We should put a little thing in where it's like
pretend raid. Well, thanks anyway, Code. I appreciate it.
Look, now the whole zombies are coming, and he's gonna need more than just one helmet.
Thanks for the pretend raid code. Much appreciated. You
No,
might
I
have a
got-
chance to raid me tonight on Twitch.
My name is David Lynch. Why isn't this idiot wearing a helmet?
Does David Lynch really talk like that?
Yeah, actually he does. That's what's great about it.
Why isn't Carlos wearing a helmet? I am David Lynch. Yeah, helmet. Samson.
Right near the beach, boy. Code just did his first YouTube stream. Went about as you expected. Uber and I hung out for 4 hours. Yeah, you didn't have anybody watching. That's the issue with trying to start on a different stream platform. Yeah, so for me, Code, I already had... I had been making YouTube videos for quite some time when I started streaming on Twitch, and so when I kind of was able to get some of those people on Twitch right away, so I got kind of lucky. And then when I started streaming on YouTube, I already had an audience there, so, we got people right away, which was pretty cool. Not everybody has that luxury, so it is what it is,
Guess what? We did not die. Alrighty.
He's gonna need a helmet upgrade, I think. He's also gonna need a bigger boat.
Actually, we're back to playing Jill.
Hey, Jill. You need a helmet too. Although Jill has a smaller neck. She can get it out of harm's way faster, so maybe she doesn't need a helmet. Oh, Elephant Man. That is a really good movie.
Elephant Man.
Highly recommend that. It's not like weird David Lynch. It's just, the concept, the main character is weird, but it's a very heartfelt movie, and you feel for the main character quite a bit.
Wasn't David Lynch the same director who did the Dune movies, or was that someone else?
The first Dune movie, yeah.
Alright, cool, yeah.
1984 Dune? Yeah. There's some pretty crazy stuff in that movie, too.
Yeah, there is.
He disowns that movie. He's not proud of it at all.
Really?
Oh yeah, apparently it was cut to hell. He wasn't given final cut on it, so he couldn't have it be paced the way he wants to, or wanted to, stuff like that. Lots of studio interference.
That would be pretty cool to see David Lynch actually do release a David Lynch version.
I think he's probably been interviewed and asked that, and I think if he had the opportunity, he still wouldn't do it. He really disowns that film. Code says, yeah, I'll try streaming on YouTube for a few months. If worse comes to worse, I'll move my weekends back to Twitch.
Do both.
I don't recommend the doing both thing. Well, not at the same time. I don't like it when people use Restream. It splits the communities up, in my opinion. Makes it hard for viewers to follow.
This looks like
when you've got two separate chats going. Now you can get both chats integrated into the stream, but it's not the same. People want to be able to just type back and forth instantaneously. But so one of the things, Code, about YouTube is that nobody watches archives on Twitch. I mean, not nobody's, obviously a few people, but YouTube archives your stuff automatically. You don't have to make highlights anymore.
It's a hunter.
It's a lot more streamlined. And then people will find your content down the road. And then they will subscribe to you. And not only will they potentially watch your live streams, but they'll also watch your archives if they can't make the stream. Because people use YouTube to watch content. People use Twitch to interact and watch live content. YouTube is both live and non-live content. So while you might not have anybody watching right now, I think there's better growth potential on YouTube for especially retro streamers. So you do have to think of well, my content will get discovered down the road. I don't even need to be streaming, but because I got these stream archives here, you know, they might get picked up in search results or something, so. Yeah, some of my most popular streams are the ones I didn't even have much viewership on when they went live. They just... people find them in search results, like my final Doom stream on PS1, for instance. So... yeah, just food for thought, Code. I've been doing this for a long time. If you ever have any questions or anything, just feel free to reach out. Always happy to help a friend.
Alrighty, we're almost done with the hospital. And then not much longer after this and we're done with the game.
I am so glad this is not Silent Hill. Hospital! Schoolyard! I think there might even be a police station in Silent Hill? I don't remember. I did not like that game. I could see myself playing Resident Evil though. Like, seeing you play through all these games. Man, Silent Hill gives me PTSD though. Like, it's both. I went through both 1 and 3 last October on my own, and I did not have a good time at all.
Oh, you beat part 3 also?
I beat 1 and 3. I forced myself through them.
Wow. Did you like
level design was like everything looked the same, whereas this is like there's a lot of like landmarks and stuff like that, you know, unique area design. Honestly, running through this hospital makes me feel like I'm running through like some of the earlier space station parts in like Doom 3. And I still know a lot of the unique areas in that. Silent Hill, I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it. Having to pull up my map every 5 seconds. I just ruined someone's childhood there. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I never actually...
Silent Hill has a lot of big fans. Like, they love the game, and I guess it's just not for me.
I never got into it.
I'm not going to say they're bad games, but they were definitely not for me. And I didn't even get spooked either, which I was kind of bummed about. I thought they were going to be, like, legitimately scary games, but it was just kind of tame overall.
Well, I remember back when Resident Evil 1 came out in 6th grade, no, 5th or 6th grade. I remember being in 6th or 7th grade when people were really playing Resident Evil games, and a lot of the talk back then was more like you're either a Silent Hill fan or you're either a Resident Evil fan, because those are the only 2 games you would get into and play. I tried playing Silent Hill and I was just like, I just can't, you know...
Can't wrap my head around this. Silent Hill is just not streamlined like Resident Evil is. You know, Resident Evil games for the most part, like the early ones. Let's go with just the early ones, because there's so many spin-offs of Resident Evil, and the original core games 1 through 3, then Code Veronica, and Resident Evil 4 in particular. Like, they all flow really well, you know, and you never feel like you're just kind of stuck in an area for too long. And again, there's a lot of unique landmarks. You kind of like, oh, I've got this weird key. Oh, this goes in that weird statue in this other weird area that sticks out in your mind. And Silent Hill doesn't have as much of that. Like, okay, I got an item, but everything looks the same. Where am I supposed to use it? Like, Resident Evil is one of those games where, like, less reliant on needing a walkthrough in order to get through it. Like, you're able to figure out a lot of this stuff on your own pretty well. At least I'm sure that's how it was for you, right? When you were playing Resident Evil, you figured out a lot of it on your own.
The only thing I really needed help was, I think you helped me out for the crest puzzle, and get the pictures, right?
But that was also like when you were a kid too.
Yeah, yeah, true.
I was I'm 4 years older than my brother. I played Resident Evil 1 when I was probably like 16, 15, 16.
Well, I think...
So you were like 11 or 12 when you first played it.
Because the first version of Resident Evil I beat was for PlayStation, the Director's Cut version.
Yeah, and the first one I played was the Saturn game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got it the same year it came out.
And then I also got Resident Evil 2 that same year also. So actually, I think I ended up beating Resident Evil 1 first, and then Resident Evil 2.
Gotta love the love we get online. Oh crap, am I okay, I don't have DVR enabled. I was wondering if Roger was hearing me from like 10 minutes ago. Or 15, 20 minutes ago now. If so, I would refresh the stream. But yeah, Code, regarding separating your content, you might want to think long and hard about that. I mean, I will say being more focused on YouTube is a good thing. I do think one of my detriments on YouTube is the fact that I am very much a variety channel. So I get fans of specific franchises that only want to watch that type of stuff. They don't want to watch other Doom-like games. They just want to watch Doom. And they don't want to watch Mega Man. They just want to watch Castlevania. And the Mega Manners don't want to watch Castlevania. They just want to watch Mega Man. And, so there's a point to just kind of focusing on the same kind of thing. So for you, Xbox, just the Xbox ecosystem in general, I would say. But I don't know, think long and hard. You might find that, you know, especially as Xbox and 360 get older, they'll become considered more and more retro as years go on. And if you're focusing on live streaming on YouTube, then, you know, you definitely might want to consider just streaming anything. Yeah, Uber says, those damn Mega Manners. Mega Manners have no manners. Neither do these zombies. Why do they always go for the neck? Do they, like, turn and they just automatically know to go for the neck? Why not go for the leg? Or, like, an arm?
Actually, those are regenerating zombies, so I just don't even bother shooting them because...
Oh, Society says Parasite Eve is a good one. I know you like that.
Oh, I love the first Parasite Eve game. That's one of my favorite games of all time. If I was to be asked a question, what is your favorite game? I'd probably... No, now if I was to say what is one of your favorite games, then I would come
Parasite Eve, yeah.
Yeah, Parasite Eve. If they did a remake of that game, if they do it right, I'm a firm believer it would smoke Resident Evil 2 out of the water.
Well, thank you, Gudrun. I appreciate that. Well, Parasite Eve is not necessarily a survival horror game. It's a role-playing game first and foremost with the survival horror twist, right? So that definitely changes up the dynamic a lot.
It has some pretty deep moments in the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as far as like shock value and stuff like that, yeah, it absolutely has that stuff. I remember watching you play through most of it. I mean, even the intro alone is like, wow, okay.
Yeah, that probably would get banned if they not like.
Nah. I mean, I would love to see them remaster that with like a modern Resident Evil style intro, but doing the exact same thing they did in the original, and they can make it even more screwed up, and it would have an even greater impact. Parasite Eve, Mike, I don't think it's that expensive.
It's probably like $45,
and it is one of those games that you can buy it like you can buy as like a PS1 Classic on PS3, and so it would only be like $6 via that. Oh my god, it's $100 now.
Oh wow, I got mine for. Well, I bought mine a few years back.
Well, that's the Starland price. You get one no manual for $80.
Damn,
so
Parasite Eve 2 is
you get them
$123.
You buy it on eBay, you'd probably get it cheaper. Let me check. Checking. No, we're not playing a 4K code. I don't have a 4K 60 capture card. Yeah, there's a buy it now on eBay right now, $68 with the demo disc, black label version. So under 70, but still, that's not what I would call cheap. If you have access to, you know, PSN Classics on PS3, you can buy it there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't search for PS3 PSN titles anymore on the web. You have to do it through the... Yeah. It actually says... Oh, it might have even been delisted. Which is kind of a bummer, because I actually have it on PSN. Yeah, you'll have to fire up your PS3 mic and search for it, but it looks like it may... it may have been delisted, but check. But yeah, Code. So we are playing on the Series X version. They did patch it earlier this year, and it enables high frame rate modes and ray tracing. We don't have the high frame rate enabled because it won't enable unless your monitor supports it. And then we do have ray tracing on, so it definitely, the lighting looks really nice.
The game looks really nice. It really does.
Studio Alpha, you are late. Approximately 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 48, 49, 50, 51 seconds, and counting late. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense to me, Leo. I don't understand why they even care about those. It's just like, renegotiate the stupid contract. Or don't. Just leave the same rates. Who cares? It's just free money. Like, maybe not a lot of free money, but just,
I did not see the Hunter.
Maybe the people at Squeenix realize that, like, filing the taxes for those PSN titles is just not worth the effort.
There, we got all the fuses.
Alright, here goes.
And after this, we have just one more area, then we're done with the game.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay. Code asks, what are your thoughts on the Series X? I mean, I think it's great, Code. If you ever get one, it'll make your 1X completely redundant. It's way faster, way more powerful. The quick resume function's really nice, and then if you're playing, you know, Xbox One X enhanced titles are Xbox One enhanced on this, and then you know, games designed for this console also load really, really, really fast. It's nice. Everything in general is a lot faster. Like even navigating your GUI is faster on the Series X versus One X. It's got the exact same backwards compatibility code, yeah. Now, Series S, on the other hand, does not. I mean, it's got a lot of it, but, like, 1X enhanced titles don't run in 1X enhanced mode on a Series S. They just run in regular Xbox One mode. But Series X does everything. Yeah, it's great.
Shit, he got away. What was he doing in here?
Oh, no, they do, Leo, because they get paid by Nintendo. So yes, they would still technically pay taxes on those. It's not like, you know, they just get a mystery paycheck every month for Pinball Arcade sales on the Wii U. I mean, I'm sure they still get something directly from Nintendo, and then they'd file taxes at the end of the year.
Is that Patchouli? Oh, hi, Patchouli.
I heard a little chirp.
She's the Patchouli, Patchouli. Patchouli, Patchouli. She's my Julie.
We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
Julie. Can you guys hear her?
Meow.
She's just chirping.
Sure you don't need to stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
All right, let's get this done.
Let's get this done. Alright, so we just gotta get the vaccine, and that's pretty much all.
Code, I mean, I honestly, unless you were doing like everything exclusively digitally, I wouldn't invest in a Series S. I would go out and get the X, because trust me, you're gonna regret not having a disc drive, and I know how you like physical games. It's just more options. You gotta remember, digital stuff doesn't go on sale as often. Physical products, they decrease in price all the time. Like this Resident Evil 3 is 20 bucks. I'm pretty sure this is like a... It might even still be a full 60 online. Let me check. Let's see. Microsoft Store. Oh my god. I paid $20 for it. I can buy it now for 40 plus digitally. So that's what I'm talking about. You will actually end up spending more money digitally than you will physically. Also, you want the Xbox One X enhanced titles. It really makes a big difference on a lot of Xbox One games. You don't get that on Series S. Also, whenever you do upgrade to a 4K screen, Series S will not do that. It's only a $200 difference. It's worth the extra money. And you get a bigger hard drive on the X. It's double the size. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, Code. I mean, I actually did a S model first because, you know, what was it? Was it 2 years ago now? It was 1 or 2 years ago, I don't remember. It was the... it was the only model you could ever find in stock. You know, Series X for such a long time was unobtainium, just like PlayStation 5s. But now they're becoming more and more common. So let me go to Best Buy's website right now. Let's see if they have any Series X's in stock. Nope, sold out on Best Buy's website. Okay, let's go to Target.
What's that beep? It's like a fire alarm.
Don't worry about it, Ren. It's someone else's apartment. It's not here. Okay, it actually looks like the Series X's are pretty much like sold out everywhere right now, which is kind of a bummer. But man, for a little while, you could do the Xbox All Access program. You get 2 years of Game Pass with it. $35 a month for 2 years. That's actually what I did for my Series X. And I've already paid it down quite a bit, which is good. I think East Starland actually had a Series X the other day. I think they might even still have it. Oh my god. Starland, why are you doing this? They are freaking price gouging. No wonder they still have it. Starland, I love you, but this is stupid. $600 for a used one. Wow. That's kind of slimy, I had to admit. And I used to work there too, so like, and I think it's slimy. I don't like that business practice at all. That's not cool. Minus kudo points for Starland, unfortunately. It's kind of sad to say. But then again, if I wanted to trade mine in, I'd get $420. Oh man. So they do give a lot in credit for it, to be fair. So if they're gonna profit, then but that's still like I don't like it. It's not cool. Ooh, Joe says Microsoft Store still has it in stock. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna check out their store.
This must be what powers it.
Yeah, but that's not bad, Joe. It's only 550. I mean, Sony. So the PS5 is the same thing now. Sony basically raised the price by $50. Now, granted, you get Horizon Forbidden West with it. You have to buy an extra controller. Okay, that sucks. I kind of want to buy that adaptive controller, though. And, okay, the protection stuff is optional. You have to buy a controller with it, though. So, with the adaptive controller, I get, you know, it's $500 or $600. Sorry. Yeah, thanks for the heads up on that, Joe. That's actually really cool that you can actually get them directly from Microsoft. And, you know, you can buy a regular controller. You're probably going to want one anyway.
Out of the way!
Here, I'll link it in chat, guys, for anybody who wants to... Anyone that's interested in a Series X. I am not sponsored by Microsoft. I've just always liked their products. I was in day one, in line day one for the original Xbox and 360. And I got an Xbox One a month after it came out.
Good stuff.
I was really pissed when I was not able to get a Series X on day one. That actually put me in a really bad mood when I wasn't able to pre-order one.
Okay.
Joe with all the great information.
This looks like it may be used in vaccine development.
Actually, this music kind of has like a Parasite Eve feel to it.
Oh yeah, Joe,
cool.
links are disabled. So only moderators can post links here. So yeah, that's why they're getting blocked. Otherwise we'd have like lots of bot spam and stuff like that. Or just people being nefarious. Freaking stream people. Can't trust them sometimes. Now, if I mark a user as like always approve comments from this user, you might be able to actually post links. But it actually doesn't look like I can do that on the live stream itself. It would have to be in a YouTube comment box.
Someone's overcooking their food, and their smoke detector's going off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it does freak me out sometimes when I start hearing beeping like that, because I almost wonder if like someone fell asleep with a cigarette or candle lit and like their apartment's on fire.
Yeah. It is pretty outrageous.
Hey, Red, thanks for doing that, man. Who did you gift that to? Ooh, you gifted it to Joe. Joe is now a member. Radiant Silvergun Siren, scarier than the actual game itself.
Yeah, that also freaked me out for a second. I was like, what in the heck? It's like your Radiant Silvergun sirens are scaring me more than the actual Resident Evil game. That's awesome.
I'm also wearing my Radiant Silvergun shirt today. You guys can't see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are. Nice. Such a great game, man. I love Radiant Silvergun. That is a must-play.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
Yeah, place the materials in the chamber. There we go. Place it. We got it. Ooh, first time. Time to escape the facility.
You could use a helmet right about now.
Lord Helmet.
There is no way you could punch that open. That looks like it would weigh 1,000 pounds. Metal that thick? Like, come on. That should have been like a really thin, like, aluminum grating. Or whatever. Oh yeah, so Red, Joe's actually on my Discord already, and he's a Patreon backer, so he actually gets that stuff already. But no, seriously, thanks, dude. I love having more people have access to this stuff on YouTube, because that's where we get the most interaction and stuff like that. Spam those patch emotes. But being a Twitch sub or a Patreon backer doesn't do you any good on YouTube itself. In terms of emotes and stuff like that. Yeah, and I need to see if I can actually add more emotes. I was going to get rid of the 8-bit patchy because no one uses it. Oh, I was going to get rid of the cartridge. No one uses that either. I don't know, maybe I'll keep the 8-bit patchy, because that is on my shirt, technically. But I think I'll get rid of the cartridge, because no one uses the cartridge. Let's see. Alright, how do I check my emojis? I always forget where it is.
Alright, so we're good to go for the big fight.
Ah, there it is. Let's see.
What in God's name is this place?
Looks like I can actually add a couple more emoji. Let's see. That's what I like about having two hands.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
Alright, I think everyone's gonna have to refresh. Yeah, we're gonna have to refresh. Let me refresh my side. There, that's an old emoji. That's not gonna last, but I'll leave it for October. And I'll try to make some more custom emojis. So, because of all you guys being channel members, I realized I had an extra emoji slot. So I was able to just fill that. That was an old one. And then if I get rid of the cartridge, I can add another one. Oh, yes, Society. I think that's it. I need some Milo emotes. I'll delete the patchy emotes, and then I'll add some Milos. Crestline, I think the limit is 12 emoji right now. I have to get, apparently, 13 more channel members in order to unlock a 13th. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I have 12 emoji right now. We have Simon Belmont.
Simon Belmont's cool.
How close are we to the end, Brandon?
We're at the very end right now.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Well, that means I can go give Dad his microphone stand back early.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to get that vaccine back.
I'll go with you if you want to.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming out today, Brandon. It's been a fun stream.
No problem. It's always fun to play Resident Evil.
Hopefully the audio's been okay, guys. We actually are double mic'd right now. With 2 condenser mics. Oh, the limit of emojis in one message? Well, you only have 200 characters, Crestline. And each emoji, I think, is a certain amount of characters. Yeah, it looks like each emoji is 10 characters, so you could technically do 20 emoji. I mean, it says it when you start typing. It tells you what your limit is. Red says the audio has been great. Awesome. Nemesis is like the Terminator. He just keeps coming after you. Does he get to the chopper? Doesn't like one of the bosses like get killed by a chopper in one game? No. Is that Code Veronica where like a tyrant gets on a plane with you and you like knock him off or something?
Yeah, in Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Hey D, welcome back. We're almost at the end here.
Yep, we're at the final boss right now. This is actually probably my favorite part in the game. So the trick for this boss is you dodge his attacks, he opens up, you're gonna see these, actually hold on, my bad. You're gonna want to take this big ass weapon right here.
Pair it with some smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz.
Oh, that was smooth. Just like my smooth jazz, baby.
Now we're gonna see these larva eggs appear on them. You blow those up.
Yeah, no, Red. D has got you beat by 3 characters. Plus you have a wrench by your name and a G. Could we calm him with smooth jazz? Patchouli. Really? Hey, girl. Patchouli's on my desk right in front of us.
Go ahead. I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
She's a patchy girl. She wants attention. Patchy, 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 patchy. Patchy, 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 patchy. She's a patchy, patchy, patchy. She's a patchy, 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 patchy.
Now we're gonna run back over here and get the plasma gun. Hopefully I'll get this right first time.
Hey
Opens
Brandon,
up.
could you pause the game? You know, anticlimactic pausing on the final boss, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's some Doom stuff right there.
Next time, take the fucking hit.
Is that it? Or is there more?
That was it. Now it's gotta get the heck out of here and
Pause it, pause it, pause it.
Alright, there it goes, paused.
We have a surprise. Who's that pretty girl? Who's the little girl? What's up here, Patchouli? What's up here? Patchouli. Come here, Patchouli. Come here, Patchouli. Up here. But she does. I'm trying to flick my finger so she looks up. Patchouli. Patchouli. Come here, babe. Come here. Come here. I was setting that up while Brandon was fighting the final boss. I was gonna say, I said earlier no kitties today. Actually, I think I said no kitty cam, but I have a webcam right on top of my my monitor, so. She's a good girl. Yes, she is. Patch emotes activated. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, she's a good girl. Good girl, Patchouli.
This will be my quickest time beating the game, 2 hours and 31 minutes.
Yeah, Society, she has lost weight, and I think it's because Milo terrorizes her at least 3 times a day. She forces her to run around. Alright. There you go, Brandon. You can continue. I just had to do that. Residence Kitty 3.
She wants to watch.
She's content. She's content with where she is.
She's watching.
She's just looking into the ether.
Can't let Nikolai get away with that vaccine.
I think she likes Jill.
Just manage to stop it.
Oh yeah.
I can still catch him.
Resident Kitty.
Take the shot! She will.
Carlos!
Hey,
I should have worn a helmet, Jill.
Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel.
I hate video game logic.
What about him?
Do you all want to watch the ending or skip the ending?
We should just let it play out.
Okay.
There's a price tag for everything.
Well, that's it. That's pretty much the game.
The world burn.
Let's let the controller down.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you. If you get me out of here, I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I already know the
How does
truth.
little detective work?
Helmets are valuable assets. Always use them.
Always wear a helmet. Thank you, Red.
Society asks, have I tried Stray? I have not.
Well,
I might eventually.
We still got time. We could play another Resident Evil game. Just kidding.
Jill, you alright?
I'm trying not to make another helmet joke, Carlos. It's kind of old by this point. Oh, is this when they nuked the city?
Yep. No.
Your controller rumbled.
Yeah.
Good timing. Needs more smooth jazz.
It's finally over.
Oh, yeah.
So long, RC.
I think, no, the original Resident Evil 3 is much longer than this one.
You think so?
Yeah, the original Resident Evil 3 probably takes a good, solid 4 hours to beat. We could do that next year.
We'll see.
Or Code Veronica. I like Code Veronica.
Code Veronica's probably a good choice. How long is that one?
I'd probably get through that one in about 4 hours.
That's probably a good idea.
Once and for all.
You could play the Dreamcast for. Well, actually, I think it maybe. Do you have Code Veronica X still?
Yep, I do.
We could do that one because my Dreamcast is real fickle. Code Veronica X would probably be a better idea. 3 hours and 12 minutes. Not too shabby, man.
Yeah. That's my quickest time. 2 hours and 32 minutes and 14 seconds.
And you probably got me some achievements, so I appreciate that.
Yep. Now we could try it on hardcore mode if you all want for a second.
No. I actually kind of want to go.
Okay, sure.
No offense, everybody. I love you, but I've been super tired today. I went out and did stuff before we started the stream. And I had to stress to get the stream together and set up and all the stuff updated. But what I will do is give you slightly more patchy. She's just staring into my screen. She does this. She just sits there. I don't think she's actually looking at my screen, but she is there. Good girl, Patchouli. She is a good girl. Yeah, she is. But for anybody curious, I will be playing Beatmania on Twitch in probably the next hour or so.
Damn.
So go check that out if you want to see some rhythm game goodness. And then I might play some other stuff afterwards. But that is it. Let me actually go back to this because Brandon's going through. Apparently there's a shop I had no idea about. Go back to the shop, Brandon. Skim through the shop real quick just to show them.
Yeah, here you have current points on top. That's the amount of points you can spend. And you have your inventory list here, like with different things you spend points on. Let's say this item, recovery coin. You find these in your inventory box for when you start the game. And you equip these, and some of them do special things. Like that one will gradually regenerate
it's
health.
like perks and stuff like that. Go back, Brandon. Go back to the previous menu. Yeah, and
You got
what's like
concept
concept
art.
art? Check that out. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is like original. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. And what else do we have here?
Ooh, nice.
Hit back again. Models. Character models.
And you got Jill.
Helmetless Carlos. No, Carlos isn't there, but there's helmetless Jill.
And you got this guy, Toy Uncle.
Alright, go back. What about records? Oh, is that like soundtrack? Yeah, it is.
Records, these are like your achievements, basically.
Oh, okay, never mind. But you unlock stuff for doing achievements, though. That's cool.
Yeah.
let's go back. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's all.
That's it. What else do we have here? Hit B? Yeah, looks like that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Well, that's going to do it for us, guys. We're going to do the outro slides. I do really appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks again, Brandon, for doing this. I think this was actually more fun than last year's stream. I think we were both, like, stupid tired last year. I think I was hungover, and you were just tired.
I was just getting off of work, I think.
Yeah, and you worked late, too.
Yeah, because I think we started the stream, like, at 9 o'clock, and...
This year you didn't have to work that long today, right?
I get off at, I got off work at 1 o'clock, and... Actually, I finished this game earlier, because I started a new game last night. Kind of refreshing a few things, and...
I'm just petting my Patchy. My Patchy girl.
Nope. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you all...
J-Man is Joe. He's actually a local pinballer.
Nice.
He may have actually been at one of the tournaments you were at recently, like on Tuesday or something. I don't remember if he did the Tuesday tournament like a month ago. But yeah, you'll probably see him again. Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out, Red.
No problem.
Meister Red.
Yeah, we'll
Extraordinaire, extreme, awesome sauce guy.
We'll do this more often. Maybe I'll come in and I'll keep Austin company during one of the Mega Man streams.
That would be cool.
In November.
And well, we've got the double mic set up now, so we could actually do that, and it would be cool.
Do like Mega Man X. I'm sure you'll be playing.
I think I did Mega Man X not too recently, or sometime recently. I think I did it on a Super Nintendo variety stream, so I won't do that.
How about the original?
I do want to revisit X4 and X6 in particular.
How about the original X1? Or this is the regular Mega Man 1?
Oh, I do those like every year.
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's without fail. Classic Mega always gets me good viewership too, which is cool. I like it when there are games I like to play and I still get good viewership. It's win-win, right? I have fun. The numbers help. People like it, so yeah, it's cool.
I'm gonna dive into some of that pizza.
Oh my god, I'm tired. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz.
105.9. Oh yeah, baby.
And then watch out for Half Baked 2. Damn, son. I love Dave Chappelle. I was watching.
Now that so many places have like legalized it, I wonder what they're gonna do with the plot. Like, what do they do? Try to get it legalized in other parts of the world?
Well, apparently they're all like they all went to prison or whatever, and they're all trying to get out of jail. So it's like a comedy.
Thank you, Shining Philistine. Congrats on finishing. Another silver gun sound. Thank you. Congrats on finishing Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Shiny Philistine. Much appreciated, sir. Sorry those slides are getting in the way, so your overlays is clashing with it, but no, much appreciated. And thank you, Brandon, again for coming out. That was fun.
No problem. It was very fun.
I'll try to have the archive up tomorrow. We'll see if I get any copyright claims or anything, because Capcom stuff is always a little weird. Resident Evil 2 was fine, though, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I got any claims on that, so hopefully it's the same with Part 3. But yeah, again, for anyone that forgot, we are playing on a Series X, so we were able to enable ray tracing because it had an update earlier this year. Resident Evil 2 and 7 also got the same update, so you can play that with ray tracing and high frame rate modes. Whenever you get a Series X, Brandon, like you can re-experience these games on your, and you play on a 4K TV, so it'll look even better there. 4K ray tracing, better frame rate. Oh yeah. But alrighty, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me and Brandon.
Alrighty.
There's a second person here. It's weird saying that.
What's weird that there's a second person here?
Yeah, because it's usually just me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a lonely streamer. I'm so lonely. We can do Team America quotes now.
Matt Damon.
I'm so lonely. Yeah, Matt Damon.
AIDS. Everyone's got AIDS.
Everybody has AIDS. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. AIDS, 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 AIDS. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. AIDS, 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 AIDS.
I gotta go back and watch that movie. I haven't
That
seen
movie
it.
is still so. That movie is brilliant. It's just as good. Well, there are some aspects that are a little dated because of the whole war on terror thing. But it's still great. There are some things I'd like to quote, but I can't because I'll definitely get demonetized. But yeah, that was probably the other most quoted movie amongst my friends. It was Jeff that actually got me into that one, and he got us into Half-Baked and Office Space.
I love Office Space.
Yeah.
Where the guy's stuck in traffic and he turns to the sidewalk and you see the guy in the motorized wheelchair
going faster than the car. Dude, I felt like that when I was stuck in traffic going to College Park a couple months ago. I was like, people walking with their own feet are going faster than me right now. I'm so angry.
Dude,
I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday. Yeah. You know, why don't you come in on Sunday too? Yeah, that'd be great. I used to be able to do that impression a lot better a long time ago.
Like, dude.
We also used to quote a lot of Sean Connery.
What we
do the Sean Connery accent.
Dude, what would you do with $1 million? I would do nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Red says you're gonna keep talking until we're all gone. I will say I think the printer scene is like still one of the best.
Oh yeah,
because
you get the music in the background.
Yeah, the music's great, the shots are great, but also like as IT people, we hate printers. Printers have always been like I've always hated printers. Even when I was taking certification exams back in the day and they'd test me on printers, I probably did the worst on those.
Like Michael Bolton? Yes. Like the singer Michael Bolton? Yes. Thank you. I get that a lot. You know, I bought his whole catalog. Okay, next.
It's just like so straightforward and dry, but it works in that environment. It's so good. Oh man. Oh man. All right. Let's get out of here, Brandon.
All right, cool. You all have a good night.
Yeah, why
right?
should I change my name? He's the one who sucks. Yep. Oh, so good.
Hey, I'm gonna turn the controller off here.
Well, you can turn the whole console off. Actually, I will mute the game audio as you do that. You know what? Actually, while you're here, give me the controller. I actually want to check something.
Do you need these or anything?
Holy crap, Brandon, this controller is sweaty. I forgot my brother has like really sweaty hands. Some things never change, Brandon.
Yeah.
There's people I play pinball with that have like ridiculously sweaty hands. I have to wipe down the games like in between rounds as we take turns because that's how it works in pinball. You can throw that away. One of my friends was over here earlier and he was saying just download Soul Calibur 2 because he's an old Soul Calibur player. So I'm gonna actually see if I have that. I completely forgot if I have it. So I'm gonna scroll down.
How's Moonscars?
Haven't played it. No, so anything that has Game Pass on it, I don't really own those. Well, like Perfect Dark I do, but Phoenix Point, I don't know what that is. It basically just shows everything I have access to, including the Game Pass games. Okay, I do have Soul Calibur 2 HD. Awesome. I'm going to text my friend and let him know that I actually have this. Because he was a huge Soul Calibur player back in the day. Like, he made it to one of the Soul Calibur Nationals events. I think he ended up not going, but he qualified for it.
I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
So I'm going to text him, let him know. But, alrighty, guys, that's going to do it. Brandon apparently has to use the restroom, so we're going to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
But have a good one, guys. And I'll catch you soon. Take it easy.